And what?
Jim Beam, fix your label, please. Especially if people are drinking an alcoholic beverage, they need to understand every word.
Exactly. This is important.
This is
going to
important.
be on the test.
Okay, I don't care anymore.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go. Jim Beam double-barreled whiskey.
Okay.
Ooh, that smells good.
That is so smooth. But it's got like a really powerful after flavor. So I see liquid intense in flavor indeed. That one makes my mouth do the thing.
Mouth do the thing?
You know the thing. Like when you have like I can't describe it.
Do you have numb tongue?
Two things happen when I drink like straight, not I know this isn't straight alcohol, but like this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
One, my mouth does the thing. Two,
The thing.
I feel a burning at the tip.
I like it. It is smooth. It does have a bite, obviously, because it is a higher alcohol content.
What is it?
43. 43% alcohol. Want some more? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I like this stuff.
Yeah, it is good
pretty
though.
good.
This isn't a good idea.
This is a great idea.
Oh God.
It's going to be a great night.
Oh, man.
We both don't have anywhere to go. We've got Taco Bell. We've got McDonald's. We're going to hate our lives in the morning.
Drink your booze like a good boy.
Drink my booze like a good
Like
boy.
a good boy.
It's pretty good. This reminds... Well, I mean, it's whiskey, so it reminds me of Jack Daniels, but it's stronger, because it is the double barrel. You can
taste the second barrel.
You can taste the second barrel.
I'm glad that one's yours, and I'm taking the honey home.
Jim Beam Black Extra Aged Bourbon.
Oh, I said it's extra, and it literally says extra.
It is extra. I wonder, like, do they say how long it was aged?
It was extra aged.
This is aged 2 days. This one's aged 4 days. Woo!
As long as it screws you up.
It doesn't say how long. I'll read you the label.
Read it.
I'll read it.
Hopefully it's a sentence this time.
By giving our classic Jim Beam Black the important added ingredient of time in our charred white oak barrels, we discovered the smooth caramel and warm oak notes of this premium extra aged bourbon, a full-bodied character that's definitely worth the wait.
You know it's important when like half of the words have their own liner and are in the center.
So white oak,
Like charred barrels, extra.
they only say
It always
extra
says
once.
extra once.
It doesn't say how long it was aged for. I'd be intrigued to see how long this was aged for.
That's probably a trade secret. Although time is just a thing, so I don't know.
Let's drink it. Let's put it in our bodies and regret it later.
Put this obvious poison into my body.
I mean... Yeah. Say when.
Don't give me too much of it. Oh my God. A little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. You scraped the tip off the edge.
I did. I made sure that shit stayed in there.
Don't do that with urinals. I learned the hard way.
Wait, what?
The burning is real. I'm kidding. I did not do that. Don't do that.
Are you that short?
Yes.
Jim Beam, extra aged.
I gotta tell you, man, I am feeling this. Like,
Are you all warm and fuzzy inside?
I'm warm in here.
Well, I have fire in my belly from a fluid. Let's just drink our drink.
Hey, do you have anything you want to toast to on this last one? This one goes out to my pledge dad. Afak, you are one angry black man.
I forget my pledge dad's name. I liked that more than the double barrel.
That one's got a little bit of a punch to it.
It has more flavor to it. Are you okay?
It's snowing. I'm not gonna throw up, man. It's got like a burn.
I feel less alcohol burn from this than the double barrel.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not as long. It's not like an after effect. It's like immediate, and then it's gone. For me,
I like this more. It has more flavor to it. Has more body. You get more of that wood flavor to it. That smoky wood flavor to it, without as much of the bite as the double barrel.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think the double barrel had an aftertaste that was more biting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one stuck around. This one just kind of like happened, and then I was over it.
Even though you kind of stared at it for a while. That's.
I got those. I got those Kristen Stewart teeth. Like, if I never shut my mouth, I'd just look like Kristen Stewart.
Stop.
Do I want to date a vampire? Or do I want to be a bestiality person? I don't... What's the name... What's a person who's into animals?
It's bestiality.
A beastophile?
I can see that.
Do I want to be a necrophile or a beastophile?
A necrobeastophile.
Fucking dead horse.
A necrobeastophile. That's funny.
You alright over there?
I'm doing okay. I'm happy.
Yep.
I feel so
See,
warm inside right now. We're probably gonna have to order pizza.
Oh my god.
You want some more?
No. I want more of mine.
You want more of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're now moving on to our own drinks.
So, this has got to be the conclusion. We're picking our drinks. I picked the honey.
I pick the, what did I pick? Extra.
You like the black label, the extra one.
Yeah, I like being extra.
You are extra, baby.
I genuinely like the flavor of it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What?
it has the flavor of whiskey without as much of the bite to it.
I picked mine because, like I said, I got the sweet tooth. I like something smooth going down. White Russian is my drink of choice, which is a pretty easy drink to
We'll
take.
do mixed drinks at some point.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of drink I'm into. So I don't.
That's how we kind of got to be friends.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That, and I saved you from the T-Rex that ate your tire. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
so I picked the honey.
Extra aged.
They're good. They're good. I'm actually glad this is what I'm taking home tonight or tomorrow because I'm not
You
trying.
can take me home tonight.
Take me home tonight. All right. So concludes our alcohol review. Next up, we will be reviewing Power of the Primes Abominus.
Power of the Primes Abominus.
Power of the Brombrombrus.
This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be
I
great.
need water. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Coach Detman on Instagram, and
Fellas Dragon. I know. Fellas Dragon on YouTube, Instagram, and now Twitch. Twitch. Were you gonna ask about my name?
Well, like, where does it come from?
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
Fellas Dragon. It's actually a name I came up with in high school. Apparently I like dragons. I don't know, man. I don't really
Like
care.
you are excited about your dragon transformer.
I am.
Minor.
Well, it's kind of a dragon, which, yeah, it's funny. This is not a great time to say I'm not into dragons, because I actually have a pretty decent collection. Fellas is actually part of Mephistopheles, which was a German demon. He was in the play Faust. When you say Faustian, it's like deal with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sort of a representation of the devil, so it's literally like demon dragon.
Okay.
Take me home tonight. Beginning our Power of the Primes 4/5 of Abominus review.
I thought you had all 5.
No! How many times do I have to tell you?
I thought that's what he was for.
No, he's a substitute.
So 4/5 of Abominus with
And one
BotCon
substitute.
exclusive.
Well, he's not a BotCon
That's
exclusive.
all I know about
He's
him.
wearing BotCon exclusive stickers.
So we just got done with a review of
Jim Beam Honey, Black Label, and a label that is also blue.
So this is extra aged, and that is double barreled aged.
This
or
one's
whatever.
just extra.
I like the extra. He likes the...
I like the extra, too. So we're going to start at the bottom of this Abominous review.
Try to be serious.
With my least favorite of the molds. This is actually a remold of Power of the Prime's swoop into Cutthroat. So...
Wait, he swoops into cutting people's throat?
No.
That would be cool with his bladed
the
wings.
Prime Wars trilogy, which
Am I supposed to transform this while you
No,
talk?
let's talk about it, man. Tell me about it.
Oh, tell you about it.
More tell them about it.
Hi, guys. So, what do I think about him?
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah, it feels cheap, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, the first time I got him out of the box, like, the crest fell off and the jaw fell off.
The 80s colors.
Yeah, it's from the 80s.
The plastic is
86?
like... Oh, is this actually from 80s?
No, not that figure, but it's based on a figure and character from, like, I want to say 86 or 87.
I'm just going to play with it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This is fun. I'm an adult playing with toys.
Duh. No,
With alcoholic beverages.
We are not adults, Will. Don't pretend. We just have the legal not obligation, but ability to drink. Obligation in 2018.
I feel like it's cheap plastic, to be quite honest.
Swoop didn't feel good either.
Is that his name, Swoop?
No, the one he's based off of. Like, they're Mold Brothers.
This would help if I had not been drinking. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and transform.
Don't drink and transform. Oh my god, I just imagined a transformer drinking and transforming and just turning into some ungodly just mass of metal.
I remember you scanned a truck, but you're not a truck right now. How about you review the robot and then I'll pass you this.
This is so much fun. We should do this every Friday. I like the simplicity.
Well,
I do like the simplicity
because of the combiner aspect.
I just don't like how cheap it feels.
Feel good. No.
And I don't like the colors. If they had gone with a different color other than purple,
but that's the original Cutthroat. Those are his colors. You gotta pander to the G1 fans, or they will revolt and burn down your company. So that's your feeling on the robot. Don't like the colors.
Don't like the colors.
Feels cheap.
Feels cheap. Yep.
All right. So that's Cutthroat.
I did a thing.
I'm gonna transform him into beast mode. Talk about Blot. Before you do, though...
Wait, is his name really Blot?
Yeah, it's his name.
Like blog?
Blot.
Like the blob is what I meant.
Blot. With a T. Like an ink blot.
Does he blot out the sun? So Blot, it has the same feel.
I think he feels sturdier.
Well, his torso feels sturdier. The legs feel cheap. The torso, I like the plastic on the torso. It feels dense. It feels like there's mass there. I don't like... Hey, I know a term. The kibble on the back.
He knows kibble.
I know his kibbles. I don't like
good girlfriend.
I don't like the kibble on the back. It's big and obnoxious and has no purpose to it whatsoever. I don't know why his legs move.
Well, I think they plug in a little bit. They might have just come unplugged.
And I mean, like, okay, not his leg, but like he has this thing that's doing this dangle thing, and it's like he can. Maybe he's the Flash. Wait, well, this one doesn't move.
I plugged it in. There's a little peg on the side there, and I plugged it in. See if this one's plugged in now.
Do those look the same?
Well, yeah, because I did that.
Oh. So now it moves.
Yeah, but there's a peg, you moron. I can't get it, because my ability to see is hampered. So?
I thought you were going to make a point.
I was going to say don't drink and drive, but you already said
Don't drink and drive. I like his articulation in his arms, actually. His hands suck, but in his arms, like, he can actually cross his arm across his chest a little bit, which you can't do
with a Transformer, that's pretty impressive. He's got waist swivel, although waist swivel seems to be kind of a...
So he can actually bring his hands together.
Par for the course for Deluxe.
I like
right
that.
Now. Yeah.
I don't know why I like that, but I like that.
Because he can look gangster?
No, that's not... Because he does not look gangster. He looks like he's a wannabe gangster.
He's wearing weird colors. You don't know, man.
I like his colors more than whatever this is.
See, now I'm on the other side of the fence because I do not like this periwinkle purple.
I like the purple, but that's because it reminds me of Megatron.
Beast Wars Megatron, the T-Rex.
Yes, which is what I grew up with. I didn't grow up with
gotta represent
the regular Transformers. I grew up with Beast Wars.
Well, yeah, we're millennials. We're a little bit after that 80 4 crew.
Yeah, I like him more than that, but he still feels a little bit cheap in the extremities department.
Yeah.
Outside of that, he's actually, I like him.
I had Blot growing up. I was very confused as to what he was, but I had him growing up.
Very confused when we were growing up.
Yeah, now they have the internet. You can just Google how to sex.
How do I do the sex?
Yeah.
Here.
That's a good idea. The Barf Bowl.
The Barf Bowl
will be our Transformer standing bowl. Why won't his leg come apart? There we go.
I think you broke his leg.
That's because I didn't unpeg the leg when I opened the leg.
I'll peg your leg.
I was talking about 2 different legs.
Blot?
Blot.
It's the worst name ever.
I like it. It was Blight and Transformers Prime, and I think I prefer Blight, but Blot is G1 accurate. So.
But I like where they're. It's a better direction than Swoop.
Cutthroat.
See, this does not sound like that. Doesn't look cutthroat to me.
All right,
this looks. I want to try to be a thing, and I failed at being the thing.
Bird Transformers are dubious when they don't have to combine.
I don't know what bird you've ever seen have this thick of a tail.
Probably more in line with a wyvern. Remember, there's kind of a dragon theme to the Terracons.
You are not terrorizing me.
Which is what the Predacons would say in Beast Wars when they would transform into their robot modes. Terrorize. Yes.
I do good?
No. You do very bad.
I do bad. I hate, like, I've seen this on other Transformers.
That, like...
This, like, fat tail thing, it just looks so anatomically incorrect to an actual bird that I hate my life when I see it. I need more alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcoholism.
It ruins marriages. I poured too much.
You're not married yet, so we have no marriage to
I'm
ruin.
getting a jump start. I love you, Joy.
Not as much as he loves Transformers, though.
No! I love Joy. I'm addicted to Transformers.
What's
this
the difference?
is the real problem. This is the addiction that will tear apart my marriage, if anything will. This is not funny. I'm actually really sad now.
I like the fact that you can articulate its beak. Not its beak, but like the bottom beak, like the bottom portion of its mouth thing. Is that its jaw? I mean, I know that's the jaw. Like if it was a human, that would be a jaw.
We'll call it a jaw.
Or in my case, it would be the beard. Cutthroat. Horrible fat tail. Horrible colors still because I hated the color scheme beforehand.
If you give me money, I'll eat it.
I
I already flicked it on the ground. I'm not going to eat it now.
Wait, what did you do?
I picked my nose.
Oh, I thought you meant the bird.
No, I'm not going to eat the bird. That was $17. I know. It wasn't worth it.
I've had meals that are more than $17.
Most of your meals are more than $17.
I'm hungry. So, I do not like this figure at all.
It is not worth buying it unless it has some other function. And in this case, the other function
is a combiner.
I don't particularly care for it either.
They need to do something about this tail thing.
The tail sucks. The tail is not thought out.
I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but I don't feel like holding it up to you.
Swoop did not have a tail, so they didn't have to worry about it.
Even if it's the ass. Okay, so have you ever seen a plucked chicken?
Yeah.
That's
like
what
the
it looks
actual like bear tail?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. The little nub at the end of a chicken's ass. Well, that's what that looks like to me.
Considering his butt goes out about 2 feet in proportion to the back of his thighs. And then he's got a butthole! So we both agree that Cutthroat is not a great toy, but that's not why we buy him. So, let's talk about whatever the hell's going on with Blot. We need another elevator. Talk about Blot.
Hi, Blot. I'm going to talk about you.
So put Blot up there. Talk about... Well, you can look at him now. Tell us about
Blot. You told me to put him up there.
I did.
So, oh my god, he's a Blot.
What do you think Blot's beast mode is?
What's that one Pokemon?
Gengar?
Yeah.
Got it on one. Yeah. That is...
I see Gengar.
So I think he's supposed to be a troll.
Wait, I'm gonna double check to make sure that's
this
right.
Does not look like that much like Gengar. It's just purple and short. I had G1 Blot as a kid, and if you would believe it, this is about 500% more descriptive in its form than G1 Blot.
That's actually not what I was thinking.
I want you to type in G1 Blot right now. That's the beast mode.
What is it supposed to be?
What is that?
He doesn't have a head.
No, that's his head right there.
Wait, that's his head?
I think. You tell me. So this is about the best they could do. They actually gave it eyes.
Is that supposed to be his eyes?
Well, I think maybe on that one, but not on this one. This one's got eyes on the side.
Yeah.
This one's got like the
You can see the
Godzilla
eyes on the side there,
1997
too.
head. Remember the American Godzilla from the 90s? It's got the Jay Leno chin.
It's like a rhino head. Like, okay, what's rock Pokemon? Graveler.
I think he looks more like Gollum, but...
Gollum! Oh yeah, I can see Gollum more.
Nothing will completely segregate you from whatever group you're a part of than doing the Gollum impression.
So the thing I liked about him before he transformed was his weight.
Yeah.
And I still like that, because his weight hasn't changed. It's all still there.
I like how short he is. Like, he'd do good as, like, a big guy, too, but I like that he's a short, like...
But what
like
is
a dwarf.
he?
I think he's a troll.
But that's not a beast.
Well, no, but, I mean, it was the 80s.
Hasbro, figure your shit out.
So the little... I wish this wasn't here. It's for this purpose alone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it's got to mimic the G1 toy. So they added this plastic, which they could have put to making the rest of the toy a little bit better, by like 1% a piece. That's dumb. And I could probably take this off if I take out the pin and remove it. I don't think it would mess with it too much, and I may do that.
I hate him. A little bit. Okay, the two things I like about him. Color scheme and the weight.
I don't like the periwinkle purple.
Purple. I think that's
It's
more
lavender.
plum.
I hate lavender.
Plum.
Lavender smells bad. It
Plum.
looks bad.
Plum.
Who the f*** decided lavender was acceptable?
Plum.
Ripper Snapper.
Here's the precious.
The precious.
So,
Ripper Snapper.
Whipper or Ripper?
Ripper Snapper. Like Rip Jaws Whipper Snapper. Ripper Snapper.
I don't like its name. I don't like any of these names.
I like his name, actually. I think that's clever. Like, it's
like
dumb, but it's fun.
So like Cutthroat
That's
sucks because the Transformer sucks.
It's a bad toy.
If it was a better Transformer, it'd be better.
And if maybe he came with a sword instead of his dumbass gun, which I totally did not cover.
So Ripper Snapper, yeah, I get it's a pun.
No,
but it's not intimidating.
Let's rewind this a little bit. We gotta remember the goal here is dumb but fun.
Oh, I thought they weren't taken seriously.
Well, I mean, there's a degree of that too, but you want to enjoy these. They're not super serious.
He has fin toes now. Yeah! The issue was not me putting him down. The issue is the fact that those come out further than his feet.
I like blue and white.
I do. I really like his colors because So the silver obviously is for the shark, or gray. Would you call it silver or gray?
That's silver.
That's silver. What about that?
Oh, that's white.
That is gray.
That is white, sir.
Who's colorblind?
For red and green, it's not going to factor gray or white.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because the doctor told me. And the doctor's smarter than you. Everyone's smarter than you.
That's questionable. We have Donald Trump for president. That's gray.
You tell us, is it gray or white?
Comment below. I want to play with this. I actually really like this. I'm talking about the kibble on the back. I know birds. Kibble. I like the shark head on the back.
It actually, what I like about it is it gives it sort of
like a hood.
Like a Masters of the Universe collar type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big collar that comes up the back on like some armors. Super impractical and maybe a little anime, but I think it's cool.
Well, I mean, okay, so when I played football, I used to have a cowboy collar.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Now it served a bit of a purpose for me. I would hit people so hard that like I would get whiplash if I didn't have this cowboy collar. But it looked intimidating as well. So it served a function, but it was also intimidating.
I always kind of like the idea that it would like block a sniper shot from behind, or if like if somebody's aiming.
I can see that. I don't know what these are in beast mode. I'm assuming like fins of some sort or something. I don't know. But I like these claws at the end of his fists. There's a lot to look at. You look at every piece of this body. and there's something to see there. Like the hands, they have the little claws. The chest piece has some detail to it.
It even folds... we haven't covered this yet. Prime armor. Fold down the little white piece.
Like there's just detail everywhere.
So prime armor. So this is the hand and or foot piece. You put the armor on. So that's his prime armor. HFGs are hard to incorporate into a robot's functionality, which is from 2015.
Hand, foot, gun. So
yeah,
his
Now
hand
there's
becomes a foot that becomes a gun.
now not these.
Okay.
That was the Combiner Wars version.
Or is that a general statement for like you become a hand or a foot or a gun?
It's what I'm using as a general statement for anything that isn't part of the robot or beast mode that is used for a combiner hand or foot. Now in this case,
that again. I wasn't listening.
so the armor goes on.
I mean, it's just
It's so cumbersome.
it just pulls off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Just
it.
got the port there.
And you take the thing and put it in the hole.
HFGs were a little bit better because they would be the hand, the foot, or the gun. In this case, it's only a hand or a prime armor.
I hate this.
But the little piece pulls out there, and it becomes what's supposed to be a gun.
I mean, okay, it's a laser, so we don't know what it would look like. Let's be honest, yeah.
Roughly passable.
The fact that this is supposed to be a different transformation is weak sauce. Like, you just add a little on the front and a little on the hand.
So you take an Enigma or a Prime Master or a Titan Master, and you plug it in there, and it's supposed to give them an extra power.
It doesn't add anything to it. It adds a chest piece.
The HFGs you could actually turn into a gun. And this kind of does, but not really. And it's so heavy, his little arm can't hold it.
Little guy. So, if instead of making it a gun, what if they made it a shield and you had a gun? On the
Now,
other-
they do,
offhand?
you can kind of use it as a buckler. Now, he doesn't have, none of these guys have the ports to use it as a buckler, though.
Stay. All this plastic to work with, right?
Yeah.
If it just out
Folded out and made a little
and then
flat
made a shield,
Yeah.
that would be better,
Be a lot
in
better.
my opinion.
See, now here's the thing. Power of the Primes is trying to capitalize on the previous two series. Combiner Wars had the HFDs. It was a hand, it was a foot, it was a gun. Titan's Return was just a single robot, but his head would turn into a little guy. And then the robot would turn into a vehicle, and you put the little guy inside the vehicle. So they kind of compromised and said, well, this becomes a chest armor. You put the little guy in there. Didn't really work. You know,
So-
you try to combine too many things together in concept, and it doesn't functionally work.
This is coming from an outside perspective. It sounds like they're trying to be too complex and too simple all at the same time. Because, like, you insert this one thing, and it makes it a different thing. So, but they make it so simple, but they're trying to apply it to something that's
Give it
so
other layers
complex.
that doesn't really work.
Okay, I'm playing with this just by itself right now. If this torso came out and this went in, you can see this could potentially be
Pretty cool torso.
a different torso.
Problem is you've got
And-
this giant combiner stump in the middle, and you can't just... Oh! If you could have pulled out the entire combiner stump and rotatey joint and plugged that in, that might have
It'd
been
be
cool.
a completely different
It would
robot.
compromise, like, the robot would have to be bulkier in the chest, and it would have smaller arms.
Look
by-
at us looking
by
like we
extension.
have epiphanies and we're drinking.
Yeah, but that'd be cool, dude! Like, instead you could just add, so, it is what it is. They tried to combine headmasters and combiners, and they did the best they could.
I like this robot. Now, I've not seen it in its beast mode yet. Anything outside of that, it's kind of garbage to me.
The great thing is you can just
I thought I
ignore it,
broke it, I'm
right?
sorry.
You can just ignore it. Say it's not there. You
Yeah,
just save it for later.
but this is supposed to be something important.
Robot mode, you like it? Alright. We'll
2
work
thumbs
on...
up compared to everything.
This is Hunger.
I want to kill this thing already. Okay, so immediate first impressions. Same thing. Good torso weight. Oh, I like the articulating ankles. Is that supposed to, outside of his transform mode, outside of his beast mode?
That's what it looks like.
That's what it's looked like. What it's supposed to, it doesn't do anything. So that bothers me because I want that to do something, and it's not. It's just there. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, no, that's supposed to be a foot, isn't it?
Yep.
So I don't like that. I don't like kibble in general, to be quite honest.
That's the thing about being a Transformer fan. At some point, you just have to go, kibble is a thing.
It's a
I'm
thing.
either going to move on with it, or I'm going to leave the franchise.
I don't like kibble, but that's a thing, I guess.
It is
But
a
I'm
thing.
not a Transformer fan. So I do enjoy Transformers. I'm not like, I wouldn't, touch myself at night like you do. Okay, so this backpack, it looks like a legit backpack. It doesn't look like back kibble.
Yeah.
It looks like
It's
something
tidy.
that's supposed to be there. It's cleaned.
It's like
It
when you
looks
put
like-
all the dishes away and you're like, oh.
The thing on the backside, it may be good for stability. It looks stupid.
Now, I need you to understand that very few Transformers have inward or forward and back ankle articulation.
He does both.
He does both.
Which amazes me.
It's not about him. It's about the mega robot they form.
Let's be honest, it's about them. Because how often...
It's about... No, you keep them in the mega robot. That's why you buy it. You're like, it's a one robot that turns into 5, not 5 that turn into 1. Yeah, but you put that down. You don't look at that yet. That's not for you now. There may be women watching.
I like the colors. I like the little blue accents, so you can see the little blue accent there. I like the two-tone gray with the purple. And the purple works better with this gray than the tan and the green with that purple.
So you actually like the purple, the
I
reddish
do.
purple. Because he looks pink to me.
He's gray.
You know what I mean, though.
Okay, so this to me is gray. I don't know about... So, leave a comment below. The gray that I see as gray is gray or white. I was confused for a second.
You're always confused.
No, I thought this was, so Autobots and, what's the other one? Decepticon.
G1 Decepticon symbol on his right shoulder, movie Decepticon symbol on his left. See if you can tell the difference.
The peaks are higher. This is just extra. This is probably deserving of an 8 out of 10.
Alright, well, let's move on to the beast mode of Ripper Snapper.
Oh!
He is it's an alcohol, it's a beer. It's a beer, I think.
What? Oh, you're asking me?
He's a
Mix.
land shark.
Wait, that's a drink?
It's a beer, right?
Okay, Google. Land shark drink. Land shark lager.
Yeah.
So there is and land shark recipe drinks mixer. So there is a drink that's...
I want you to talk about that. I have to pee so bad.
Remember, don't go that way.
I mean, I can go this way.
Are
I
you...
just have to step over the corner.
Don't die, please. I'm gonna sit here and talk to myself. Hi, guys. So quiet without him being here. Legs articulate a lot because they're a universal joint. I learned universal joint from him.
Alright, what do we say about Rip Snap?
Okay.
That's his street name.
So, now that we have him in beast mode, the claws still don't seem to have a function outside of being claws.
Yeah, you can kind of do the arms like their fins, but it's not great.
Yeah, I hate it. So now he has a gun or something like that. He has a couple of guns, right? He has this gun and he has another gun.
He's got these mounted on his back. His robot mode could hold these.
How would he grab those?
Well, he's got the holes in his hands.
Yes, but in real... Like, if they made it... Now, did they make a cartoon of this? This is a stupid question.
Yes, they did make a cartoon. Oh, his does something cool. I like it. So keep going.
So, I'm just imagining him trying to grab his gun in a battle situation. There's no mobility there. Now,
you are thinking way too hard.
I am.
So his little jaw opens.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's impractical.
Dumb but fun.
You have a lot of universal joints, which I learned from you.
Ball joint. That's not a universal joint. He doesn't have any universal joints.
What's a universal joint?
This would be more akin to universal joint. Can kind of go out, but the top of the shoulder hinders it, and it's got... They're round. It's actually really 2 joints.
Okay, so a ball joint. He has ball joints. And I like his ball joints.
Both a sex reference and a drug reference.
I like his ball joints. I can't say that with a straight face anymore. I like the fact that you can articulate his arms really well. I like the jaw. The jaw is cool. It's a little bit of a detail that you don't enjoy until you
don't
see
get it.
Yeah, he's still got the tail problem.
He does, but he does it. He deals with it better. It actually kind of transforms.
It's not as bad. Now, what would be really cool? Now, this would be really cool. Is if the fin went back and forth. You see that joint? What if instead of being across like this, it went up and down?
I mean, you can kind of do that.
Does a shark swim up and down?
You just said up and down. You meant side to side.
The joint is currently side to side, but it goes up and down. But if you switch the joint 90 degrees, if the joint was going up and down, it would move side to side.
I don't think it would work, though.
It would be cooler.
It would be cooler.
If they're going for the cool factor, that would be cooler.
But they're going for the cost-effective factor.
Well, you know, if you want cheap robots, you will get cheap robots.
He broke the first time I tried to make him a leg. His little HFG port there, as soon as I put the foot inside, it cracked, and I had to go and fix it. It's on my Fellas Dragon YouTube page.
What's your YouTube URL? YouTube.com/FellasDragon?
Yeah.
So
you're going to want to...
That's PHELES DRANGON.
DRAGON.
DRAGON.
I would recommend doing this preemptively so that it doesn't crack to begin with, just because that's a pain in the butt. The others, I think, can combine with their prime armors. He does it a little bit better and more streamlined, and I think it works. It adds to his weight, and it doesn't look terrible.
Now, is this a different mode?
No, you just plug in the prime armor.
So what does the prime armor do?
It's so that all the pieces that come with him are attached to him.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was thinking like this added something to him.
I mean, it's the spikes kind of work with the fin. It's not too offensive.
Go with me here.
Dorsal fin.
What if this popped up?
Mm-hmm.
Rockets.
I mean, he's got these. He's got howitzers right here.
Can you not have too many rockets?
I don't know. Ask Michael Bay. This is where we need to distinguish between the movieverse and the cartoon verses.
And the
movieverse is all about explosions and bullets and rockets and missiles and Optimus Prime killing the faces off of everyone that walks on screen. These are about no character traits, but as much character in the design as possible. And character, in essence, sucks.
In toy mode. Like, well, not
toy
mode.
In a physical form.
Like in a toy.
Yeah.
Yes. We have a comment.
We do. Hi, everyone. Hi, Snatch Knot. Is that an astronaut that... We like Ripper Snapper, right? We agree he's a good toy.
I would give a 7 out of 10.
It's pretty good. We are unfortunately out a center twin. I have not found him. So we're going to substitute somewhat BotCon exclusive Prowl.
Wait, did you just say somewhat?
Somewhat, because this is the retail release of Prowl with the BotCon 2016, the last BotCon, Magnaboss upgrade stickers. Magnaboss is the only maximal combiner out of the Beast Wars era. And this is to sticker him up.
You just said a lot.
He's awesome. Talk about Prowl. I'm going to get this guy in combined mode.
Well, I've fondled Prowler.
Prowl? I've said it like 3 times.
I like Prowler better.
Talk about Prowl.
Are you Hermione now?
What?
Hermione.
What does Hermione have to do with this? Bear in mind, I've seen each Harry Potter movie exactly once.
Now I can't think of the damn quote. His joints move really well. And his wheels spin.
Well, he does turn into a car.
Yeah, but how many... Okay, so in Transformers...
All their wheels spin.
Oh. Now I can't think of the Hermione quote, and it's really...
I don't know what you're talking... What, is it from a movie or the book?
It's from the movie.
Which movie? Do you know?
The first one. The only one I've watched.
I've seen all 400 of them, and I hate
It's when
them
she
all.
corrects Harry Potter.
So every movie. Everything she says.
Okay, so the levitate... Leviosa, not Leviosa.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't remember either.
Talk about Prowl! Prowl has a maximal symbol instead of an Autobot symbol because I'm a blasphemer! Careful, because he's got a lot of stickers on him that are BotCon exclusives. Prowl is important. Do not.
He's got really good weight to him. His extremities are not too light. I would like to see an articulating wrist. But, I mean, it's Transformers.
Welcome to the future.
He doesn't feel like I'm going to break him if I move something. I don't...
Combiner Wars doesn't feel as cheap as Power of the Primes. Combiner War, he's a Combiner Wars figure, and then Titan's Return was in the middle, and then we got Power of the Primes as the third wave of the Prime Wars trilogy.
I think I just had a seizure. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, similar to Sharknado. Because I don't remember.
Why is that not his name?
Hasbro, get on this shit.
Get on it. Let's see if you can combine these two. Torso, leg.
Well, I mean, since you... By the way, if you guys want to see my builds, Sundays,
They're fun.
I do builds.
I
And
make fun of him the whole
He
time.
makes fun of me the whole time. I am a target-friendly environment.
Come on, man. Use what little brain you have.
Did I figure it out?
So there you go. You got a leg.
Okay, so it's not just an easy, like...
So we're going to use Prowl as a leg as a substitute for Center Twin. So go ahead and get Prowl in there.
So it goes in the same way?
Yeah, goes in the same way. Alright, we got this arm over here. Can you get that in? Let's use combiner peg. There you go.
I have a brain.
No.
Don't make fun of me.
There you go.
It hurts.
And now, the final
He's
arm.
actually really big. And I've been drinking, so we can actually probably get rid of this.
Jason eats peas. You just started following me. Now his name's Abominus, but the middle guy's name is Hunger. So I like to call him Abominus.
Abominus.
What do you think, Will?
This half over here sucks.
Because the colors.
The color.
Now you gotta remember that Prowl is white, but Center Twin is yellow, like this Dicky cup.
We're not sponsored.
No, it was yellow when it was there.
We have to say that, I think.
It's true, we're not. Fuck Dickies. Their food sucks. I mean it. Like, I don't like Dickies.
Oh, I love Dickies.
They're overpriced.
It's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. You don't taste it because you're just like... Let's not talk about colors. Let's talk about design. Because, he's got the blue and the white on this side, but this one's purple, this one's all these colors, and Center Twin is supposed to be yellow.
It's the purple.
You mean this?
No.
Or Blot.
Blot. Like, I love Blot by himself.
Yeah.
But included in everything else,
This
even
side's gonna be yellow.
Cutthroat is even better at this point because of the yellow.
Yeah. And it integrates with
Yeah, the purple. God, it's not the same purple!
Remember his name's Abominus.
That doesn't mean you be an abomination to my eye holes. If this purple were a different purple, and his color scheme went around that. What's his name again?
Now this is Prowl. Imagine he's yellow though, and he has two heads.
That would be better. Like two heads similar to Cutthroat?
More like two heads similar to him, because he had the... I never showed you his beast mode. We forgot Hunger's beast mode. Anyway.
Oh, well. Anyways, does that come down?
You can give him a tail if you want.
He can have a tail!
He can have a wee little tail.
That would balance out his punches in the front side.
I don't think it would.
I don't know.
He's not a raptor.
It's funny to think of.
Or a T-Rex.
My nose itch. Shut up.
nose itches. I'm Joy.
Joy is future wife, fiance thing.
Fiance, what? Like a month and 20 days now?
God, you guys are
away.
gonna get married and I'm never going to see you again. Now, I'm not comparing to other combiners because I've only seen, 2? So I will give him a 7 out of 10. If we had different color schemes, I think that it would work better.
The fact that he's got elbows, shoulders, knees, hips.
Does he have an articulating waist?
No. You can't expect too much out of a guy that has to combine. This guy's got to have 3 modes. These guys have to have 4 modes each. These both turn into legs, and these both turn into arms.
So they can
it's
go
called,
either way.
Yeah, it's called Scramble City Combiner. It's where any leg can be an arm, any arm can be a leg. I got way too nerd there, and he was being a perv. Maybe real quick, we should talk about Hunger's beast mode.
Hunger?
The middle guy.
Oh, okay. What's his name again?
Hunger.
Oh, Hunger.
Quick.
Like Gur from,
No.
Oh. That can be fun.
Talk about the beast mode.
Okay, high beast mode. much. I hate this. What the fuck is this?
Remember those heel spurs you were talking about?
Kill it. Oh my god. I have fat fingers. These fingers are meant for killing people, not for opening fucking mouths that are tiny.
You're gonna be a great dad.
Like, oh, this is so great. Oh, it's dead. It was so awesome in robot mode and in combiner mode. It was so cool because it was a really good torso. Even though you don't have to do anything as a torso, you just have to head to head. This is horrible. Yes, it looks pregnant. And the whatever these things are, front
legs,
feet, T-Rex arms. If they decided to make that a double-headed T-Rex, that'd probably
that would have
be
been
better.
cool, right? And like here, I tried to do that at one point. It doesn't really work well.
You are doing a lot of work right now.
So I tried to do the T-Rex thing with this.
That is so horrible.
I used the combiner.
That looks like an abominus. An abominable. Wait, what's the actual
You mean
word?
Abominus.
That's a 1 out of 10. Like Cutthroat. Is that his name again? Okay, Cutthroat. 1 out of 10. I still like the details. The details are still there. It just looks like he has like clogs for feet. What's meant to? He looks like he's being a mime.
Any last words?
Last words. So overall, as a thing, as a combiner, really cool. Individually, 50% cool, 50% like it's, dude, it's literally, so whatever blurb, blot, I don't know what you're supposed to be. He becomes a car.
He turns into a police car.
He doesn't count. Blurp, blot, is a really cool robot mode, horrible beast mode, and a decent, now if he had a better color scheme, he'd be better as a combiner. Ripper Snapper, he is probably the best, because out of all three forms, he's the most consistent. Whereas, what's his name?
Hunger.
Outside of the name, his beast mode sucks. Everything else is really cool. Cutthroat, just garbage.
One of the reasons I'm really happy with Abominus is all through Combiner Wars, it was just all vehicle combiners.
Mm-hmm.
It was trucks and jets and just, it was just like, it's great, but I'm about the beast. So Power of the Primes gives us the Dinobot combiner, gives us the Abominus combiner. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm really glad Abominus got put out. If you're into beast formers, definitely get them. That's it for me.
If
you watch this entire thing,
oh my god. Follow. Subscribe.
Coach Detman.
CoachDettman. Fellas Dragon. Pheles.
Dragon.
Dragon.
I can just say dragon because most people can spell dragon.
I don't know. People are stupid. Fellas
Dragon.
Fellas Dragon. Phelesdrangon. I just did that. Follow us on. We have
YouTube. Twitter. Not Twitter. I'm not Twitter. I don't know if you're Twitter.
I'm on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter, Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer and Twitter. I think I said
Keep
both
saying
of those
all the
things.
things.
And
I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch, kinda. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good night.
Follow us. We'll be back next Friday. This is too much fun to not do next Friday.
We need to do this again.
What's going on, guys? Coach Detman here with Fellas Dragon. We are doing
another Robot on the Rocks.
Robot on the Rocks.
We're doing that.
Robot on the Rocks. So
I think we're sticking with that.
We're gonna stick with that because I made it up while I was pooping.
I'm pretty sure that's how all of Shakespeare's plays were written. So you're good.
On the crap.
Yeah. Iambic pentameter is how he poops.
We have today to share with you guys an American vodka and a Russian vodka. We were told this is a Russian vodka. I don't know.
It says Russian. It's red.
It has Russian written on it. It says Russian standard.
Or Cyrillic alphabet.
Something like that. So
yeah, who knows?
We're hoping. And then we have a surprise later on that Mike was really excited about.
Yes.
And then we have small flavored vodkas as well.
The theme being big versus small. Rivals, and to a lesser degree, nostalgia. Kind of threw that in at the last second, but
so
triple threat.
Should we start with the American? Even though it's flavored?
Yeah.
Infused with natural vanilla flavor.
I grabbed the vanilla one. I got all the flavors, so...
So, may as well start with that, because we started with your honey-flavored whiskey last week.
You may notice a theme of the sweet tooth with me. So
he has my Assassin's Creed shot glass. I have just a beaker. Just some weird beaker thing. Let's crack this bad boy open. Scientacular. And, that enough? I think that's enough.
That's yours. So I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You're a big boy. Make up your own mind.
I am a big boy.
Hope these are clean.
I mean, they were in the clean cabinet.
I don't think I've ever seen you wash a dish. So.
My roommate does, so.
Yeah.
All right. What do Americans say? America! Vanilla.
I don't taste vanilla.
I taste vanilla. I taste alcohol and vanilla.
That is not what I taste.
You taste alcohol?
I just taste vodka. Maybe I should have just gotten a plain vodka little one of the... If I was buying the big vanilla one. Oh, you know what? I kind of taste it.
I taste the vanilla. I can
barely.
taste the vanilla. It's there. And that, honestly, is American, because Americans make everything flavored. I'm going to have another. You want another?
Nope.
No?
No, I will have... the biggest reason I wanted that is because I wanted vanilla...
Barks.
Oh, yeah. This is like the root beer of my childhood, so that's nostalgia. And our toy subject is nostalgia, so that's...
And, well...
Starting and ending with that.
My nostalgia, my nostalgic...
Mountain Dew isn't
drink when I was a
nostalgic.
kid was
It will
Mountain
never
Dew.
leave you.
Non-sponsored, by the way. Just saying. I think we have to say that since we're on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anyone. We're cheap bastards. And
Actually, that would make us money. Burnett's vanilla...
I poured this and I didn't put any alcohol.
Burnett's vanilla flavored alcohol. It's actually, it has the alcohol flavor, yes. But it's actually pretty good. Aren't we sexy? Aren't we beautiful? Alright, so, yeah, it's vodka. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
Apparently the good stuff.
Now we're doing something special.
Special! A Russian standard. I don't know how to read that. I'm sure some of those are vowels.
Well, I'm pretty sure that K has to be.
That K is a vowel!
They're surrounded by consonants. That's the
Russian
vowel.
standard is the finest expression of Russian I almost said vanilla. Vodka quality, combining rich vodka heritage with fine modern craft. The Russian standard St. Petersburg edition. Apparently this is St. Pete's edition. A lot of V's today.
It does say that one shot of this will cause you to grow chest hair.
I'm already there.
Woo! Do me.
What? I mean, that was last night, but okay. So what do Russians say? Mazel tov? No, that's those are Jews. I don't know what Russians say.
Dos Vidanya?
Dos Ferratu.
As a surprise to no one, it may be interesting to note that the only reason I know that word is from a Transformers movie.
What is Nosferatu?
Dos Vidanya or whatever. That means goodbye. Sure, I'm saying it wrong.
Something Russian celebratory phrase here. Yeah.
Oh, I already feel like I'm going to regret this.
Salute?
Nope, I lost the word, whatever it was.
I don't know.
Borscht. Smoother going down than the last one.
Yeah.
But it kicked up a burn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's smooth. It's smooth going down.
Yeah.
It's not like real, like, for me, it's not really harsh. I don't feel like the burn. Really? I just feel, it tastes like vodka. It's hard to describe what vodka tastes like other than vodka.
Yeah.
It's not real potato-y.
Well, this wasn't the potato one.
No, it's not. Now you're giving away spoilers.
You brought up potatoes.
Well, vodkas are made out of potatoes.
Entirely? All vodkas?
Yes, this is a potato.
All vodkas are made out of potatoes.
Yes, that's how you make vodka.
I don't know, man.
It has a thing on it. Certificate of origin. Oh, see, Russian vodka. There we go. See? It's a thing.
It's got a long ass number on there. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, there's a serial number
those
and
are
everything
vowels.
on there. Maybe those are the vowels. You pronounce the vowels as numbers. You want another one?
No. I'm smaller than you, dude. I gotta go half as fast.
I like it. It's smooth. It's not like hard. It's some vodkas are hard.
I like the bottle.
I do like the bottle. You can't have it.
I don't want the bottle. I just like it.
Mine has a certificate.
I have a certificate of origin too.
Do you
You're
really?
gonna drink me. Yeah, it's called a birth certificate, dumbass.
I originated. I can't talk. All right. Now on to the surprise that Mike ruined.
I thought this was the surprise.
No, that's not the surprise. That's my surprise. I don't even know what that is.
It's everyone's surprise.
So this is Luxusua.
Luxusua. Maybe that means luxury, because it's got luxury printed all over it. Polish luxury.
1928.
I bet that's what that word means.
Could be. This, it says, is a... Where did we read it?
Potato?
Potato vodka.
Literally at the top?
It literally says potato
in
at
red?
the top of it. I mean, they're all supposed to be made out of potatoes, but,
I didn't realize
they probably
that.
make them out of rats, too. What do they say in Polish? What's a Polish word for yay?
Sausage?
Polish celebratory something or another.
Oh, well.
What did I just drink?
Paint thinner.
That's horrible. What are
Luxury
you?
my ass.
Don't drink this.
Which is also relevant. I just realized this is gonna kill me.
Like, it's only...
Ugh! It
You're
won't
gonna eat your
leave.
burger now?
It won't leave my mouth.
So, should we move on to the...
Oh my god. So I just took 3 shots in a row, and now I got a mixed drink, and I'm like, this is a really bad idea. Like, this is a really bad idea.
And now we have these. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't take 7 shots in a row, Will. I can't do that, man. I tried 5 once before. I got to 4, and I went to the bathroom, and I threw up in the sink. It was like the shots were made of cake. I threw up solid cake. I didn't eat cake that night, but that's what came up. Oh.
You want to drink some water? You make yourself feel better, Mike?
Yeah, I just realized this is terrible. The whiskey was like, let's do 3 and there'll be little drinks. I'm taking a swig of each of those and that's it.
This is going to be a fun review. I still have that video of you that one night. Are we not going to talk about that?
No, we're not going to talk about.
By the way, we have the Doctor Who blanket in the background here. For any of you who are Whovians, Doctor Who starts next month for the next season. That means Joy is going to be coming here every week.
What season of the new show are they on? Of the 2000... Or when would... The new one came out in 2005, right?
2001. 11.
And that's just of the new show.
But they've had, like, I think it's almost 2 years since the last season.
Well, I mean, 11 seasons in 17 years is not bad. Like, that's beyond not
No, yeah.
I think the only rival to that is The Simpsons, who's made 400 seasons in the last 30 years.
Sir, there's only 52 weeks out of the year. Yes, we're releasing an episode every 30 seconds.
Figure it out. There should just be a Simpsons channel for how many episodes there are.
There could
Got
be.
A little hair there. It's probably turtles.
Well, you know.
Nope, it's Joy's. Look at that.
How is Joy's hair here?
Dude, I washed the towels last week, got in the shower, used the fresh towel, and there was one of her hairs on it already. Like, she was at work.
That alcohol is hitting you, isn't it? Michael's not doing so great right
Okay,
now.
3 shots in 15 minutes at my size, not the greatest choice.
He's like 4 foot nothing.
Didn't you drink the whiskey this week?
I did.
I had one drink, not a drink, one drink of the whiskey.
The whiskey. Are we
It's
German
over.
now?
It's over. Oh man.
You're gonna be okay?
Sure. Let's pretend that I'm going to be, and then see if I wake up tomorrow.
We got strawberries.
Green apple and watermelon. Let's start with green apple because I don't like green apple.
So why did you buy it?
Well, I mean, what if it's good though? Even though I don't like green apple.
Well, you pour how much you want.
No,
'Cause
you pour how much you want, and then I'm taking a drink of that. Just taking like a third of a shot. It's probably a good move.
Enjoy. Nosferatu. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like. Oh god, I don't like green apple.
Why did you drink? Why did you buy that? I drank it. Why did I drink it? Why did you buy it?
In the box.
In the box.
Oh, man.
That was horrible.
I had all these things I wanted to say about the review that comes after this, and, like, I'm not going to remember any of it. I mean, I'm not going to remember what I wanted to say while we're reviewing it.
Maybe you will.
We all reach, like, a Zen level of poison.
Alpha level knowledge. Oh, yeah. The prophecy.
The prophecy is true.
Turtle.
Oh, my. No! Leave her alone. She's sick. She has an infected nipple.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's... I thought it was cancer, man. I'm done with infected nipple.
Turtle is like his life.
Turtle is my...
Turtle is a female cat.
Yeah.
Hi, Turtle.
This isn't good talk for the review.
I think we're both dreading what's coming next.
Yeah, what was...
that was a horrible drink. Oh, Turtle moved the camera. Hi, Turtle.
Let's do strawberry next.
Oh, this is a bad. That didn't even taste good. I have low expectations for this. There you go, Michael.
I'll spit on you.
Yeah. Better.
It tastes like what I assume.
It got worse.
I assume that's what a Fuzzy Wuzzy would taste like.
That was good initially, and then it just got
It turned. It's like when you meet someone you think is going to be like a really good friend, and like a week in they steal your bank account information.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh God.
Ugh. Smirnoff, you suck. Are we sure we want to do this?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
This is so bad. This is torture.
Do it. It tastes so bad, dude.
Will's new roommate Matt is here, and he's watching us make asses of ourselves. This isn't fun anymore. I was like, let's pick out a variety. That'll be fun. People like varieties, right? I love Chinese food. Like, what?
I'm never drinking Smirnoff ever again. It just tastes bad. I'm getting a stomachache from like the crappy sweeteners that they're using.
Yeah. But I'm feeling it go to my brain.
I don't feel anything in my head. Burnett's vanilla infused vodka was good. This is just Smirnoff sucks. This is the first time I'm legitimately putting off drinking something ever.
Yeah, the Burnett's. I'm so glad I didn't get the Smirnoff.
Yeah,
I mean, like besides the 3 I bought.
So bad. Oh, I'm just hating my life right now. Like it just tastes bad, and the flavorings, whatever harsh, disgusting flavorings are met. Like I don't
not
feel
a good experience.
I don't feel a buzz. I don't feel drunk. I don't feel tipsy. Nothing. Nothing here. This is just like it's not settling with my stomach very well at all. I've never put off drinking something.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like it's gonna happen, but I don't have to make it happen this second. It's not as bad as the potato vodka though. I think that one's still the worst.
That was horrible. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That may be actual. I want to try that on paint.
Try that on paint.
Like to take it off.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
not while I'm eating paint chips, which also would be, about as acceptable as drinking that vodka any further.
This is horrible.
It's not going anywhere. Let's just do it. Come on. That was the worst one. It was the one
It's like they kept getting worse. No,
and watermelon's my favorite. I went from what I thought would be my least favorite to my favorite, and they got freaking worse as we went.
Oh, that's so bad. Are you having fun watching this?
It's like they melted expired Jolly Rancher. I don't even know if Jolly Ranchers expire. Into the vodka. And we're just like, whatever. It'll do, pig.
I don't feel an alcohol effect at all right now.
Oh, I do.
Feel disgusted right now. Just with, I think it's the flavorings. I just feel sick.
Smirnoff flavored vodkas. And you know what? I've had Smirnoff Ice. And that's like good. Like, it tastes good.
That's not
vodka. And I know
vodka.
it's not vodka.
Yeah.
I know it's not vodka. So, like, there's... I don't know what Smirnoff Ice is. What is that? Whatever it is, like, they can flavor...
It's a cooler. It's a wine cooler.
Yeah, they can flavor an alcohol, and it's good, but not this shit. Landed in my water? No. Do not ever buy a flavored Smirnoff vodka. We tried 3 of them, and the better the flavor naturally, the worse it was with the vodka.
It might... Well, we did get the samples... So that might be like...
I think does vodka doesn't expire.
I don't know. Does it expire?
It just gets more alcoholic, I would assume.
It's kosher.
No, it isn't. I promise you, it isn't.
Smirnoff, worst ever. Like, should there be a scale? Rocks. We should do rocks or robots.
Rocks or robots?
Like
rocks.
So Smirnoff,
Rocks.
Rocks. No, that's not. Yeah, that doesn't work too well, does it?
It sucks.
It sucks. So 4 rocks.
Out of 5.
4 rocks out of 5.
So like if there's a scale, there's 5 robots up and 5 rocks down.
This. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 rocks for Smirnoff.
There are worse things, but not by much. That's a 5 rock, motherfucker.
That was
Holy
so bad. You'll give it 5 rocks. I will give it 1 robot.
You're saying it's better than the Smirnoff?
Yes, because it's the. I didn't even taste the vodka. I tasted the flavorings, and the flavorings made it bad.
So as a vodka, you're saying,
yeah. I give 1 robot. I think this would probably be 3 robots for me.
I'm gonna give both these a 3, but I like this one better. 3.5, 3. Yeah. Out of a skin,
a skin?
On a 10 scale, skin. This would end up being like an 8.5.
Okay.
And this would be an 8.
So 3 robots for me. I would give this. I mean, I liked it, but it's not like a true vodka to me. So
fair enough.
But I'd still give it 3 robots. I hate my life right now. That stuff tasted so bad.
It actually started wearing off for me.
I feel sober.
I do feel like these. I feel like these
just
took off some of the edge of this.
Is this supposed to be like a clue? Is that what this is?
Kind of. It's just
so
kind of a
probably not
going to
drink that right now, just because I feel sick right now.
Yeah, probably not.
I feel sober and sick.
Wait, is this supposed to taste like bananas?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So wraps up our alcohol review. Don't buy Smirnoff flavored vodkas is the takeaway.
And don't buy luxury potato vodka either. Can we return this?
What's a luxury potato? Is that like a cushioned potato or a gold-plated potato? Luxury potato.
It's a potato that you have to find around diamonds. Like, diamonds have to form around the potato.
Well, I mean, that's not luxury. Does it?
That means it's luxury.
Does the air conditioning work as soon as you turn on the potato?
No, that means it's luxury because...
the potato's in luxury.
The potato is luxury because
the
diamonds are being drawn to it. 99 Bananas is apparently a clue. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it's like a beast.
So, what if I told you that the toys we were reviewing, unfortunately and inappropriately, are not robots?
I thought that. That's what this whole point was.
There will be robots in this review.
Okay.
This is already a special edition review. I know it's our second one, but I said this had to happen.
You got it?
I got it!
You got it? "99 Bananas is apparently a clue. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it's like a Beast Wars. Like I'm
so
thinking.
Are we
Optimus.
officially segueing?
Yes, we are officially segueing
into our Robot on the Rocks toy portion. What if I told you that the toys we were reviewing are not robots?
You got it?
I got it!
You got it?
I finally caved and went full nostalgia.
Here's a story for you guys. Mike and I, whenever we would have time off, we would go to Walmart and go robot shopping. Sorry, robot shopping. They don't know what robots
We
are.
call it robots. It roars.
And this was there a couple of times, and you were like, oh my god, I want that so much. And I'm like, I kind of wanted to get it for you. Spent all my money on alcohol, apparently.
Yeah.
That I regret buying. I wonder if I could take that potato vodka back.
Just mix it with a better vodka and make it passable.
This thing is huge.
It's as big as Mia. Its head is bigger than Mia's head.
Oh,
My
this
dog.
is so awesome. This has a lot going on. Articulating arms, articulating legs. Do the feet rotate out?
Yeah, I'm not so big on the ankle rotation.
It looks horrible. If you look here, it like dislocates.
Hang on. So, as many of us from the 90s remember, Beast Wars Megatron.
This one's bigger.
This one's a lot bigger. And Beast
T-Rex.
Wars Optimus Primal was a gorilla. I was like, it doesn't seem fair that we're going to do this review of this giant T-Rex, and Will doesn't get to review a giant animal. I get the T-Rex, and that gorilla is for you.
Like for me?
For you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks!
There's one caveat. I want to keep the Dwayne Johnson action figure.
Did that come with it?
Yeah.
I actually kind of hate Dwayne Johnson, to be quite honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that really reminds me of it.
I actually never saw the movie.
Who did? No one saw that movie.
So you got the T-Rex. And honestly, Optimus Primal is my favorite.
I saw that and I thought of you and I was like, this is perfect.
I need scissors. Matt, bring something sharp. As we've been drinking alcohol.
There will be blood. When they made the toys for Optimus and Megatron for Beast Wars, they were inspired by the fight in King Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
didn't know that.
originally the characters were intended to be like
Thank you.
the size of the cars that they were in the old cartoon. So there's supposed to be a huge gorilla versus a huge T-Rex.
In case anybody's stupid, this is not King Kong.
No, it is not.
This is the gorilla from Rampage.
Yeah.
The movie,
George.
which is based off of the video game called Rampage, where you have a dinosaur,
Was there a dinosaur?
It wasn't.
It was a crocodile.
It was a giant crocodile, giant gorilla, and a.
Rat.
It was a wolf, too.
The original 3 was a mutated rat, mutated lizard, and a mutated monkey.
He's not a monkey.
This
he's
is
an ape.
based on. This is still really cool, even though the movie was horrible.
Did you
because
see
I didn't,
it?
No, I didn't
Oh,
see it.
yeah,
So
no
I'm just
one
gonna
saw
say
it.
it was horrible because it has Dwayne Johnson in it, and that's the only way you can save a movie is by putting Dwayne Johnson in it.
The only way you can save it?
Yes,
I thought you don't like him.
I don't like him, but he sells tickets. George
I
out the
think this is
jungle.
hilarious. I don't know why. Because it looks like him. It looks like Dwayne Johnson. Is he glued on there?
I don't know.
He's screwed
He's
on.
screwed on.
They might have told you that on the back of the box. Who screws something to cardboard?
Matt.
We need a screwdriver.
What size of
Phillips, small. That'll do, pig.
Oh,
Stop
there you go.
moving, you...
Animal.
I was gonna say, you damn dirty ape. I think the screwdriver's too small, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. We should do something like this together. It'll be
You're
fun.
just saying that because you feel bad for making him grab all this shit.
Alright, Visky. Just
Visky.
I would be mad, but I can't. Dwayne Johnson has a holster, but nothing to put in it?
Oh, scissors.
scissors.
Oh. I don't realize you were asking for them. Scissors is not a question, dumbass.
He doesn't articulate very well. Where'd the rock go?
So, hey, give me the box.
He's got a donk.
It says chomp and claw action, try me. But there was no buttons or any indicators of how to make it work. It says it's ready to destroy. But, and then, this is my favorite, smash and chomp the bus.
There's no bus.
What bus? There's just random instructions on this box with no way to implement them. Primatologist David O'Coy.
There we go.
I love it, man. Basically because you are a white gorilla.
Aw, thanks.
Camera isn't really conveying the enormity of this
This
thing.
thing's huge.
Already better than Age of Extinction.
Can we put his arm up?
No one can see it though, because
No.
they're so big. Considering what a lot of these oversized toys that come out for blockbuster films or like summer films, this is actually pretty good.
This is, I mean, it's,
Like, it's got elbows. Those Avengers toys you were looking at Walmart, they don't have elbows, they don't have knees. I mean, he doesn't have knees, but he has elbows.
Looks like he's falling down something.
Or he's like in a very vulnerable pose. Oh no. This is my regret that I don't still have my Beast Machines Cheetor to compare this thing's size with. He can surrender. Now you understand the banana theme. That was the entirety of the reference. Can he hold it? I foresee this not ending well.
No, I'll probably end up
Stay
breaking
safe,
something.
Dwayne Johnson.
Thumbnail. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
We're good friends for a reason.
Because I buy you giant gorillas. Let's try the 99 bananas while we're at it.
I'm feeling better.
Yeah, me too.
My stomach
I feel like
isn't as upset.
my body has done its best to process the garbage that just went through it. Alright, I don't know, is this supposed to taste... Oh, it's 99 proof.
Yes.
I might have poured myself.
That's why it's
much.
called 99 bananas.
Does it taste like bananas?
It's supposed to.
Let's find
I've
out.
not tried it yet, but I heard things. We're stupid.
Oh, woo.
Woo!
That went right up my nose. Wow. No, like the fumes.
First-
like it went down right. It just came back up. in the
First
fumes.
taste, really good.
Yeah. And I like banana, so that's... Like, I love that, like, what are those little hard candies?
Yeah, that's what it tastes like. Candied bananas.
That's like the best.
That was good initially, and then it just like slaps you in the face.
Yeah, but it's not a bad slap of, like, objectively. Mm-hmm. Like, there are worse that we've had tonight.
This doesn't taste bad. It's just strong.
My mouth just went numb.
I'm playing with
Play with George.
George.
Give an honest rating.
So plastic is cheap.
Okay, we gotta get past this cheap thing, because everything's cheap today. Alright, I don't know if that's gonna change.
No, because there were some really good figures that you had that had some good plastic on them last week. Well, the purple dude,
Blot.
he felt really good, except for his extremities.
Man, that started to burn randomly.
His articulation's kind of tough.
He's got the weird sculpting, so, like, it actually hinders where you would be moving the arm.
Yeah, like, because the elbow, I like and dislike this. The elbow
cut.
rotates.
And it's got a universal joint, is
Yeah.
what that's called.
The wrist articulates, which I'm surprised by.
Is it on? It's kind of on a ball, so when you get him down on all fours like a gorilla, it actually works.
Yeah. Head moves in multiple directions.
Which is good, because like Transmetal Optimus did not do that. So when you put him in the gorilla pose, he was just staring at the ground.
There are no knee joints at all, period. Ankles articulate really well.
Yeah.
So we got some good balls here.
Very good balls.
He's got a great ass. Like, look at that.
He is rocking it.
I would give him a 3 robots.
3 robots?
3 robots.
That's
2.5,
pretty high.
3. 2.5, 3.
That's a 6. No, that's... Wait, what? How's that work? That's an 8.
Are you sure?
That's a 7 or an 8. I bought one just like on a whim after I grabbed the T-Rex.
You did splits.
And I was like, this will be perfect. I didn't know why at the moment, but I got home. I was like, duh, Optimus Megatron.
Are you saying you're Megatron?
I'm saying I like the T-Rex. Yeah, I'd give him a 1 or a 2.
A 1 or a 2?
Yeah, because he's not great, but he's fun.
Well, you've also got more toy experience than I do.
True. So when I was this is what's so great about this for me.
And you also have that to compare it to.
I do.
The tail, is it supposed to do something?
It does that. It doesn't go up or down. Let's see if I can get any of this on camera. I almost said G1. I had the Jurassic Park 1 big T-Rex, which was probably like that long. And it was like a rubber body, and squeeze the ribs, and the mouth would open, and it'd roar. And it was a big deal to me to get that. I had it for a long time, then one of the arms broke off, and then probably melted in the fire or whatever. So I went to go see Jurassic Park in theaters, and I was entirely too young to see it, but it had a huge impact on me. They put this out, and I'm just like, this is bigger to me now than that T-Rex was to me then, like, in size. So, like, that's great right there, because it's that same feeling of, like, this is big. It is Rexy, it's the Nostalgosaurus Rex, it's got the scars from the raptor. That being said, this toy has a few problems. The first thing, this is the battle damage version. I actually have already taken off the battle damaged paint. And if you can see that horrible red garbage paint that was on it.
Oh, that looks like makeup.
I took acetone. Now, I've used it on plastics before, it's melted through them. It didn't seem to do it on any of the plastic or rubber on this figure.
Does his head articulate?
No.
Why is... Never mind,
Because
keep
it's
talking.
got... it's got a cool feature. I did take some of the paint off, but a lot of it was paint on paint. So you see this is kind of screwed up. Now that I've gotten pretty much all the paint off, I really like the dug-in scars, because these are supposed to be what he got from the raptors in the first movies. It looks amazing.
Awesome. You can see the muscle fibers.
This was supposed to almost be like a sculpture. This feels like the T-Rex from the movie.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah. Because, like, the new ones, it's all CG, but the first one was like a big rubber prop, and this is a big rubber plastic. Big as my dog. Like, this thing's legs are bigger, as long, and thicker than my dog's. This isn't even a joke. It's not well articulated. It's got the hips, but they don't move very much. The ankles aren't useful. It doesn't have any knees. It's got a couple little joints in the arms. It's got what it needs.
No,
Here's
Joe.
the feature that makes it awesome.
Oh, it goes away! What?
Now that...
That's what this is for.
Yes.
I was wondering what this was.
You pop that open,
and it poops.
and it births.
It's a baby robot. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
This is one of the Scout class, I think Legends class Transformers, so that's about the biggest figure that's going to fit down there. He almost sticks, but he doesn't.
Can we try you? Why is this this?
The throat that the character goes down is plastic, and then there's about a quarter of an inch on all the way around that plastic empty space where the rubber neck is. I wish they'd made the throat bigger. Like, so
Because they have all that room.
yeah. However, there's got to be something in there that trips off the speaker that's in the belly. So there's got to be.
There's a wire.
So there could be one here, but you still could have made it wider. So, and a little bit taller. Actually, a lot of it taller. There's like a half an inch there. And, I mean, that's a shame. But they didn't. It seems to me like the point of this toy was to be a big, dumb, fun toy sculpture. And that is.
What it is.
For its $50 price point. A little much. Exactly what it is and exactly what I bought it for. The tail, I actually had to break to get it back off, which is, like, fine.
Are you serious?
No, it's fine, because it's got a locking mechanism on the butt there. All I did was twist it back off, and the little thing that's supposed to latch it on broke. I have been pining for this thing. I haven't had that movie wonder Tyrannosaurus in a long time. This is it, man. This is what it comes down to, because I can go through all the, like, little details of all the Generations toys, and everything's supposed to be, like, a super articulate, transforming rendition of a character on screen. But at the end of the day, you get something big and dumb like this, and you're like, yeah, that's why we started. I don't have any Jurassic Park toys. I don't like Jurassic World movies. This
tail feels like a squeak toy.
I'm glad it's not. Mia would probably eat it. She is, by the way, terrified of this thing.
I like it. I will give it 4 rocks.
Four rocks?
Four robots.
I'm giving it a solid 4 robots, too. It could be a lot better. But, you know, if they jointed it up, it'd kind of mess with the sculpt. But it still could be better. Bigger throat, better paint, none of the battle damage. That battle damage kind of fits in with everything I don't like about the Jurassic World movies. They're not animals anymore. And anything after the first one, honestly. Because they stopped treating them like animals and started treating them like movie monsters. Just to destroy and be destroyed. This is an exciting piece to have. And I'm looking forward to struggling to find a place to put it in my house. Guys, look in scale with as Optimus and Megatron do. Like, it's about the same. Best part about this, my personal scale is a human is 5 inches, about this big. And that is, like, perfect for the scale with this thing. Big, dumb, and fun. So if that was the goal,
Victory.
huge success. I don't have anything else.
You didn't bring any robots?
I did. I brought a lot of things to say. Let's go over the stuff I wrote down.
Mike took notes.
I brought the Last Night Megatron.
Oh, I liked him.
Yeah, this is a great toy. I spent $25 on it. I would have gladly spent $50 on it. So, which was his price point. So at a roughly $50 figure, these two, both $50 figures, I'm probably going to enjoy them about the same.
Since it's not big, dumb, and stupid.
But it's very complex.
It is.
It's
Have more
less-
bananas.
Have more bananas. I haven't finished mine.
I'm probably going to pour it in my...
I forgot it. Sucks. I brought this
Yep,
for a
got
scale and price point. What other toys did I bring? The Battle Trap crew for eating, because I've been loving them on Instagram right now, if you've been following me. T-Rex Megs for scale. It's not even fair.
It's a little guy.
Remember the opening scene with the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 1.
Yes.
You know, they like looked over and the T-Rex was gone, and there was another animal missing. And what did Lex say before a leg hit the top of the car?
I don't remember.
Where's the goat? I brought my transforming goat. Which I don't think would be terribly edible for this T-Rex. He won't fit down there.
Get a bigger throat. That's what he said.
That is the biggest problem. That's all she wrote. It actually wasn't Robot on the Rocks.
It wasn't. Well, we have robots.
We do.
Well, I could do a review of one of these.
Do you want to review one?
Maybe review one of these.
Pick one. Last Night Megatron, which is a spectacular figure. We have Beast Wars Megatron, which is a custom, by the way. Telemoka Beast Convoy, which is Telemoka Beast Convoy. It's this is a Japanese toy. We've got Road Trap and Battle Slash. And Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Ramulus.
Let's do Megatron.
You want to do this Megatron or that?
Both.
We're
doing a Megatron show.
We're doing a versus Megatron to continue the versus theme.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah. Well, if we wanted to go with the versus theme, we could go with Optimus versus Megatron.
Yeah, but Megs versus Megs.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right. So, to Megatron.
To bananas.
Big, dumb, and fun.
Big, dumb, and
So if that was the goal,
victory.
it's success. It actually wasn't Robot on the Rocks.
Well, I could do a review of one of these.
Pick one.
Let's do Megatron.
You want to do this Megatron or that?
Both.
We're
doing a Megatron show.
We're doing a versus Megatron to continue the versus theme. To Megatron.
To bananas. So last time he was here, we were watching
The Strain.
The Strain. He had this here, and I was playing with it because I had a few drinks, and this looked awesome. And it just has all these little details all over it.
And the dry brushing is so good.
He just looks so cool. I like how much it articulates. Now that I've started getting into figures, when I move the leg, this little thing, this skirt thing out in the front or in the back, it just kind of moves out of the way and it's still attached. It doesn't hinder his leg movement. I'm starting to appreciate it more. Ankle doesn't move at all.
That's not true. This is a big deal in Transformers figures because you got to remember, Transformers figures are articulated more than any other toys put out there because they transform. Mm-hmm. Other than
because they have to have moving parts.
Exactly. So for a Transformer to have an ankle tilt, that's cool.
Well, it makes sense because then you can move the legs around a lot more.
But then you got to run that against the fact that they got to have all these moving parts to get to another mode, and it's like, okay, he doesn't have an ankle tilt. It turns into a T-Rex.
In the movie, this is his armored mask.
Yeah.
And then you flip this little switch back here, and that's where his mouth is, and he can talk. Open. That's just awesome.
This is why I don't understand why people are going for the knockoff Voyagers, which is the size class below this. The knockoff blew up that Voyager and made it a bigger figure, but it's like, this one's got all the cool features. It's got the fire blast. It's got the mask thing. It's got a better jet mode. I didn't bring his flame blast. Sorry, I didn't think I was going to do a review of him. But it's cool because it kind of like, you can put him in the cannon and he's shooting fire like he did in the movie, or you can put him on the jet boosters. He's got his own pyrotechnics. And the sword. So this is a huge shout out to you, Hasbro. You guys went above and beyond for me. It didn't have a sword. I emailed the help desk. They said, give us, the age of the person who's collecting it and all this stuff. And I said, it's an adult collector. I bought it at half price. I said, send the toy back. We'll send you a new one. They sent it back. One with a sword.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Is this supposed to be a shield?
No.
It could be a shield.
This is the best thing about...
I could see that.
It does look like... It does work as
like he shield. Brings his arm across a little bit.
And
it could be a shield to me with a sword. That would be a really cool, long shield.
This is a big deal for us Transformers fans, because the original version 1 Megatron had a fusion cannon. No movie Megatron has had a fusion cannon until this 5th movie. See, now this is where the Voyager version has something on this one. The cannon's smaller. But for me, I like the big dumpy, over-the-top, impractical giant cannon on this one's arm. I am so happy with it. I don't care that the leader class is smaller. I don't care that they got rid of the voice and sound and light gimmicks. That is a good toy.
I wish the wings actually did something. These look stupid. Are those supposed to actually do anything in robot mode?
No.
No.
It's just kibble.
You have this nice text. You could show that off. But I do like the fact that the back kibble is limited.
He can't sit down, but, you know.
Well,
you pick
if
your
these
battles.
wings did something, he could sit down.
You can kind of Buzz Lightyear it out.
An Optimus Primal jet system.
Because he flew. Yeah.
So I could see, like, you know, there being jets coming off the back. Well, he even has his jets right there. They're right there.
Yeah, but they're pointing up.
They're right
them
there
into the ground.
Like, literally.
You know, that's one of the things I like about this, though, is that he cannot fly in robot mode. I like
that?
I like mode-specific flight. You know,
like they have to transform into that to do that.
Like Primal, he can't fly in his gorilla mode. Versus Inferno, the ant from Beast Wars, can't fly except it is... No, that's the same. But I like that. Mode-specific flight is... I think that's neat because it makes each mode more important. This one's for fighting, that one's for flying.
I'm on the
You
opposite.
wanted to do both. And there are
I wanted
those.
to do a lot more.
You think about Terrorsaur, he can fly in both. Final thoughts on the robot mode.
I will give him 4.5 robots.
He's fun, and he's posable, and he looks really good.
And he's got a lot of detail. This one is just big, dumb, and cool.
This thing has been entirely repainted by me.
Oh, really?
The skin, the green, well, not the yellow. Everything on the chest and legs that aren't black. In fact, if you look above his ass, there is a David Kaye, voice actor of Beast Wars Megatron, tramp stamp.
Ah!
I looked at him and I said, I want you to give him a tramp stamp. And he looked at me and he went, what? David Kaye is so cool. And I explained it to him and he's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Because, you know, he's looked that up. But anyway.
What I like about him, well, this is the Megatron I remember.
We grew up with this guy.
This is what I grew
here.
up with. Like, actually, when he was living here, this is what we watched. Just looking at the face, it's just like, that brings me back those memories.
You know why it brings you back those memories and it doesn't not bring those memories back? Because he doesn't have that paint job.
That's horrible.
To be fair, the toy came first.
He's just so cool. He has a T-Rex head for a hand.
He shoots lasers out of it. I cut out the squirt gimmick, put in an LED, painted the LED pink.
The tail for the arm.
They made it work in the show.
It looks stupid on a toy. Holy kibble. Not only is there back kibble, there's no, like, shape to it. The heels, I don't know why. Like, there are some Gundams that have that look, that stiletto-like look. I don't know why I like that. I just like it. It just looks cool. It looks aggressive. It looks like, okay,
maybe
this
that's
has
why it looks good on women.
No, it looks good on women because it makes their asses look great.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest. And
it
doesn't help
admittedly,
him.
his ass does not look great.
He doesn't have one! Simple. Very simple. I like him because he's nostalgic. He has a T-Rex head for a head. Horrible back kibble. Horrible leg kibble that becomes rockets. I guess it's functional in some way.
Considering he had 3 gimmicks, he shot 2 missiles from his legs. He had the grippy claw in his left hand and the water squirter in his right hand. You know, it was creative.
I will give him a 3.5 robots.
Is that with the paint job or without?
With the paint job. Without the paint job, that'd be like a 2. Okay, if I were to remove all nostalgia, I think it would be dead in the middle. What would that be?
A half a rock or a half a robot?
I'll give him a half a robot. The T-Rex head is saving him. Good job, Mike. You saved this toy.
This was given to me by my best man, actually.
Best man, can't wait to meet you.
I was just like, I gotta overhaul this boy. I gotta make him screen accurate. That was before the Masterpiece came out, which I'm not buying because I don't have a spare $300 to throw at it. I gotta tell you, trying to do this drunk is not friggin' easy, man. So let's talk about the jet mode. And there's problem number 1. So keeping it in jet mode is kind of a pain in the butt.
I don't like the wings.
That's the best part. That was the weak part on the Voyager.
I would have preferred the wings to come back rather than going straight out, like at an angle.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the design from the movie, so that's what they had to work with. Now we're in the era of where the toys are reflecting what's on screen instead of vice versa. You gotta do something with the sword. I've seen
That actually even
it
looks...
kind of works,
Yeah.
right? I've seen way worse tacked on weapons.
It's kind of thrown on there, but it works. It looks aggressive. It looks mean. They made the legs have purpose because they're jets. They're not just like
We've had.
you put your hand down.
I think the first movie had a really crappy alternative mode, that jet. This is him pulling off an actual Cybertronian alt mode in Michael Bay's universe that doesn't make you go, what is that? Why wasn't this our first movie, Megatron? I do love this feature, though. This is so cool in robot mode when you do that. And you're just like, and that looks cool. That's a jet that's going to kill everything in front of it.
It's the Jet Star or the Death Jet.
Yeah, the gimmick, the little button gimmick's a little finicky. Flame effects, badass sword, great transformation, 2 awesome modes, fantastic paint job.
I will give him 4.5. Robots.
Yeah, it's never.
Beast mode. This is just cool.
The robot is gone.
It is gone. Like, I mean, you can
kind of see in
you
the
can see the
thighs.
joints. You can see like,
Suck it up.
but dude, it's a T-Rex, and it's a T-Rex. Once again, your paint job saves this. Hips are weird.
Well, I mean, it's a beast mode. The fact that it has any posability from the beast era of the first 2 years, that's impressive. No ankle, even though he has those legs in both modes. Weird thing. The head. See how it tilts like this? It didn't move at all. I opened it up. There was a piece in there. I took it out. You see there's no damage. There was no customization. I just took a piece out, and now it is posable. So they spent money on plastic to limit posability that was already there and didn't need anything to make it posable. I don't know, man. I don't know.
My head hurts from that. I will give him a 3 robots.
Where this figure lacks in some of its, design, posability, kibble, makes up for it just like the funitude. It feels good. Do we have any final thoughts?
Huge leap in technology, obviously. I'd take the T-Rex over the jet.
Really?
That's just because I like a T-Rex more than a jet. Robot mode, I like the new one better.
That makes perfect sense. Last Night Megatron is definitely a better toy. But for me, it's always going to be Beast Megs.
Well, that's nostalgic for me as well, just because that's what I grew up with.
I like T-Rexes better than Jets, too, so you...
Well, because you don't get to see T-Rexes every day.
That's
you
true.
get to see jets every day.
Well, that has been Coach Detman
And Phallus Dragon.
on our, I guess, 4-way toy review and 7 or 8-way alcohol review.
I like
Guys.
big toys.
Guys,
It's been fun.
it has been.
This is week 2 of
Rocks and Robots. Or
Robots
Robot
on the Rocks. We will be
Hopefully back next week with
next
a new
week,
review.
Either Saturday or Friday. We'll tell you. Look us up on Twitter.
Phallus Dragon on Instagram, Coach Detman on Twitter or Instagram.
It's COACHDETTMAN.
PHELES Dragon.
Yeah, that's weird.
PHELES Dragon.
Yeah,
It's a rough one.
it is rough.
PH.
But Detman's
PH.
rough too. Let's be
EL.
honest.
No, Detman's easy.
Yeah,
Just
but you
gotta
think-
remember the 2 T's.
You say
and then
Detman, what do you think?
DETT man.
Yeah, that's true.
Think Fett, like Boba Fett man, but with a D.
Wait,
Boba Fett.
I thought Boba Fett was spelled with an F.
It is spelled with an F, but with a D. So Detman.
Oh,
It's your name,
I thought
man.
we were going with your fellas. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. I also have an Instagram. He has an Instagram. If you
YouTube.
want the updates on everything, as far as like when we're going to be doing this again, Coach Detman, I'll be posting that on Twitter. The Oxymorons.
And I'm gonna drop my hashtag Battle Trapped.
Battle Trap. Oh
Battle
my god,
Trap
dude, you
ED.
gotta follow some of these. These are actually really funny, especially if you're a Transformers fan, because there's some jokes I don't get. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Appreciate it.
That's
We'll
it.
talk to y'all
Thanks,
later.
guys.
Bye. Coach Detman, Phallus Dragon, Robots on the Rocks.
Robot on the Rocks.
Robots on the Rocks.
Week 3. 3.0, the alcohol portion.
What's the theme?
I guess it's wicked cheap.
Wicked cheap!
We spent like $11 on alcohol consecutively.
So, it's all Reds Wickeds.
Yeah, we bought 4 of them.
And we're going to just
So we got what?
figure out what we like the
We
most.
got watermelon.
Limonada.
Lemonada? Is that how you say lemonade, or did you make it up?
I made it up.
This, okay.
It's the apple.
Apple and
black cherry. I have a feeling the black cherry. No, I'm going to say watermelon's horrible.
Probably will be. We're going for cheap because it's a tight week for us. Because I bought a freaking $50 T-Rex. These screw me up, man. Like, for no reason.
You were planning on, like, sobering up and then driving home that night. Like, a few hours later. And then, like, you got halfway through it and, like, no, this is not okay.
Yeah, no. Like, it's a bad... It's a bad drunken state, so... Woo!
So, where should we start? Just the original apple?
Yeah, the one that started it all. Oh, my God. Yeah.
This is going to be a bad night.
Well, I mean, aren't these always bad? Like, isn't that the point? How much can we wreck tomorrow? I figure we're just doing taste, right?
Yeah.
So, this is the Wicked Reds Apple. Ale, 8%. Screw me up. Oh, it tastes like bad decisions.
Tastes like a hard cider.
Yep, that's what it is.
Actually, that's really good for higher alcoholic percentages.
Would you call that higher?
Yeah, because
8%?
usually ciders are like 3 or 4, maybe 5%.
Mike's Hard is like 1.25%.
1.2. We should have gotten multiple cups because we're going to start mixing flavors here in a second.
I thought you were actually like, we're gonna go full science.
No.
on this. Like, what's apple watermelon taste like? Fruit
Apple
Gushers.
Apple melon.
90s Gushers commercials. The colors, Duke. The colors.
Explosive flavors.
If you understand the colors, Duke colors reference, do you?
I don't.
Oh man,
You good?
that is a good drink.
I'm just gonna dip my hand inside and see what we get. Watermelon. This is the one I think is gonna be the worst.
Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Here, you pour how much you want. Do you tap? Does anyone else do that? Tap the thing before they open it?
I used to a long time
Tab.
ago. Then I never saw an actual correlation between exploding drinks and non-exploding drinks.
Lick it up. Okay, don't waste alcohol.
You did that last week, and that was a bad idea.
Here's our newspaper.
Oh.
Yeah, that worked, didn't it? You got more on you than you did on the newspaper.
Reds.
Guaranteed to suck
Watermelon.
Ooh, it smells nice.
Mm-hmm. That's actually not bad.
Dude, it's like a Jolly Rancher.
It is.
That's awesome.
I'm surprised.
I am too, because watermelon can go so horribly wrong.
Yeah, and remember last week's watermelon?
Oh God, no, I don't actually. Not until this very moment.
They're still in the fridge.
I know. Okay, I was getting ready to leave with Joy the next day. I looked at those like I was packing everything up, and I was like, these are not worth reaching the foot away from me to put them in the bag and take them home. And Reds is good.
It is. It's very flavorful. It's a legit flavor.
Yeah, without completely screwing it up.
Watery
I think this is more like watermelon than the other one's like apple. But maybe I'm just because I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
drink it
there's a lot of ciders out there that we drink. Black cherry is next up on the cutting block. Chopping
I think
block.
that one's going to be my least favorite.
Did we buy it?
You grabbed it.
Good.
Pokey pokey. Shall we? Right, black cherry.
God, this is going to be horrible.
Oh my God, you know what? It
It's like
tastes
a Coke.
It tastes like Mondo. Do you remember Mondo?
Oh, yeah!
It tastes like Mondo! I don't hate it.
That's
Did it cut the crap out of the sides of your mouth when you drink it because of the production scene? But yeah, that's I just had a flashback of wonder.
You had a horrible childhood.
Well, I did, but you know, Still, 1993 gave me Jurassic Park.
Okay,
Well, we all know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you touch yourself at night to it. I'm gonna have a hard time like telling which one's the best.
It smells like Mondo too.
It does. Mm.
Do they don't make that anymore.
They
Like,
do.
It had the word. Oh, they do make it.
I think
That
they
is
sell-
impossible. No,
Dollar General.
The ones that weren't bought in the 90s are still floating around.
They just haven't expired.
And they're passing them around to the Ross of convenience stores, Dollar General.
You seen like the different things people do with the caps? Or no, that's the other drink. That's the Kool-Aid drink. Never mind. Some people would like cut the tip off of it and use it as like a straw, or they would like turn the cap upside down and put it in the top as like a cap.
I was at the Y as a kid in childcare. There's the downstairs gym court, and me and my loser friends, we had those Mondo caps, and we went around behind all the mats on the wall and pulled off all the old gum that people had stuck there, and made like ships out of them because we didn't have smartphones yet.
And you didn't have brains because you were touching used gum.
And I remember the child care attendant, I don't know what they're called, agent. the
child care agent.
Like threw my friends away, and he was like the ginger that when they cry their face becomes redder than their hair. And they look like a fireball of misery. Red's Wicked Mondo, yeah, that's good.
No, that's black cherry.
Red's Wicked Mondo. Alright?
That actually sounds cooler. Lemonade.
Okay, so will this be the worst one?
I don't know.
I keep expecting one of them just to like rip my balls off with terribleness, and none of them have done it. Lemonade.
It's the worst one.
By default, though.
It is the worst.
It's kind of got a Spritey feel to it.
It does.
No, it almost tastes more like Mountain Dew. I want to say I like this better than the apple, actually. I want to say the apple's my least favorite.
Well, that's probably just because you're so like it's boring.
No,
at this point.
Well, no, it's not because it's boring. It's because I actually don't like the flavor as much.
Really?
Yeah, apple's my least favorite.
I'd probably say this is my least favorite.
But you're probably used to the Mountain Dew flavor.
That's probably why. Because I do drink a ton of Mountain Dew. I probably have a problem.
Ooh, yeah, in your testicles.
Well, good things I don't want chittens.
Oh, you're not supposed to mix ibuprofen and alcohol.
How come?
Because it will destroy your liver and you will die.
What if I told you I had a pretty severe infection in my head right now?
You're gonna die.
Can you see it? Like this side of my face?
Oh, you're being for real right now, or are you just...
No, I'm being serious. Like, I have a massive infection right here. I need to go to the doctor on Monday. One of the reasons I'm going cheap. I'm feeling it. Oh.
Feeling this or that?
The Reds. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh,
okay.
This is wrecking me right now.
Alright.
Why? Why does this screw me up so bad?
I don't know. I don't even know what they use to make the alcohol in here. I think they just ferment the fruit. Spill the drink.
Don't worry, man. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's brewed in Milwaukee, so it's the only thing good that comes out of Wisconsin, besides cheese.
I don't know. I dated a chick from Wisconsin. She was pretty
How
cool.
did that work out? You're
Dated.
single.
Dated. We're still
Yeah.
friends.
Well, that's sad. I turned into a real dick when I drink this stuff. Women should not drink alcoholic beverages.
When they're pregnant.
No, that's just... Oh, there's another line. Ever.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
You are wrapped in yourself, yes.
This one's hard to rate.
Between the watermelon and the Mondo. I wonder what water Mondo tastes like.
This
doing
is
this.
a bad idea.
What is happening?
Crossing
That was
streets.
probably too much. Man, you do not realize how screwed up that statement is until you watch Ghostbusters as an adult. And you're like, they're holding it at their dicks, they're talking about crossing streams. I could just have mine instead of wasting more, because this may be terrible.
This won't be wasting, because I will most definitely drink it. No, that was a bad idea.
That was a terrible idea. But I made it while drinking Red's Wicked anything, so...
You want to pour the rest of that in here?
Do you want it?
I'll finish it. Are you going to finish it?
Let me see how far I get. Okay, yeah. That's pretty bad. You won't get destroyed by it like I will. I said destroyed.
You'll get destroyed. You're getting destroyed right
I wish we had Strigoi to watch tonight.
That sounds like a food. Strigoi?
It does.
It's like a pasta.
Made of worms. FX, why did you cancel The Strain? The main character sucked, and the main
That's
character's
why.
son sucked.
Yeah. Which was the purpose of the story.
But Ratman was amazing.
Ratman was awesome.
Fett was awesome. And that's hilarious because that guy always plays the worst characters. Although he was Blob in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
He was.
And he was probably one of the best things about that movie. Unpopular opinion, I kind of enjoyed that film. Like, I didn't know who Deadpool was at the time because I wasn't all about Marvel or Marvel Comics. And so that was dumb. Fine.
That upset me about the Deadpool.
But it was better than most of the other
You
X-Men
took the
movies
merc
up
with
to
the
that
mouth and sewed his f***ing mouth shut.
You know what, though? Like, if you go back and watch it now, you go, okay, well, because of what happened, the new timeline, and now the Deadpool is right.
You saw the cutscene from Deadpool, right?
Yeah, where he cuts his own head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly. Now they're tied into each other.
Yeah.
Now you can go, okay, X-Men Origins Wolverine, you technically are a prequel to Deadpool.
Kind of.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, there you go. Now you can enjoy it. You can watch the weird Dragon Ball Z battle fight scene at the end.
Oh my god. It was! I didn't think about that till just now.
If you've seen The Revenge of Cooler, it's amazing. I hate Dragon Ball Z. The Cooler's Revenge is awesome.
So
'Cause
why do you hate Dragon Ball Z then?
It's got bad writing. It's drawn like I could talk about the obvious things. It's drawn out. There's lots of yelling. The plot is thin. There was an episode where they were candy and fought,
I have the turtle.
and it wasn't even funny.
I have the turtle.
Like, how do you do that?
I have the turtle.
Pretty sure there was an episode of Teen Titans where they were food,
I have the
but it was
turtle.
funny.
I have the turtle.
Was there an episode where there were food in Teen Titans? There was an episode where they were close to food. There was candy fought them.
I no longer have the turtle. Don't mix the flavors.
You know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. I think I like the watermelon better, but that black cherry was the only time. No, it's not the only time, but one of the few times I felt nostalgia from a flavor.
From an alcoholic flavor.
And then an alcohol. Yeah, it's the only one I felt it from alcohol.
So, rocks and robots. I don't feel any rocks on any of these.
Yeah, no, definitely. Everything's above board. It's in the robot territory. I'll give a 1 or a 2 to the apple and lemonade.
Mm.
The watermelon and the black cherry, they're gonna get 3.5, 4 each.
4,
I'm not gonna give a 4 because
3,
that's like
2, 1.
I can't divide these because flavor-wise it's the watermelon, but the nostalgia is apparently a factor tonight. So
I'm trying to not be emotional.
I guess these are more or less in order for me too. This is a good purchase. It's a good cheap buy if you want to get a little messed up. And also not taste like garbage. Like, it could be Keystone Light, the worst beer / beer-based rinse water in existence.
I don't know. We've had Coors Light in this apartment before.
Coors is better than Keystone. Keystone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Well, we once made a throne of Keystone Light at my fraternity. It's so
that
cheap.
doesn't surprise me.
Keystone
Keystone is by far the cheapest alcohol in existence of everything.
Unless you're just buying, rubbing alcohol and drinking it. Which actually would probably be more expensive by volume.
Yeah.
So, because it actually is, has a function. As opposed to Keystone Light, which is barely good to be a throne.
So let's move on to the robots portion.
Let's move on.
Have you figured out what we're going to do?
No. So, about 20 minutes after we finished recording, I passed out. And it reminded me that when you drink Reds, it makes me really tired. So, factor that into whether or not you want to drink that next weekend.
What's the theme?
Wicked cheap.
Wicked cheap! Water.
These screw me up, man.
So let's move on to the robots portion.
Let's move on.
Have you figured out what we're going to do?
No.
Robots on the Rocks.
Robot on the Rocks.
Robots on the Rocks.
Week 3.
Coach Detman, Phallus Dragon.
This is 3.5, Robot on the Rocks. Knockoffs versus OG Hasbro molds.
When you say knockoffs, you actually mean third party.
No. Third party is typical vernacular you use when you mean a completely new mold by a different company of a pre-existing Hasbro character. Versus a knockoff, which is where they take a Hasbro mold, copy it, and resell it. But they change it enough where they do it in China, where the copyright laws are like, what's copyright? Gosh, friggin' darn it, I still don't have Power of the Prime Center Twin. I ordered one online, I'll have them by Wednesday. Maybe we'll do them next week. This is the Center Twin renamed Twin Strike for Transformers Prime. I don't know if they couldn't get the copyright on the name or what, but... So this was the beginning of I'm going to say a test by Hasbro to try out like full-fledged combiners again, but on a small scale. What Hasbro did is they took that mold, they blew it up, they gave it some tighter joints. They sort of knocked off their own toy. They did the bird too. And it's dumb. Like, it doesn't have elbows, it doesn't have knees.
Wait, what?
It doesn't have elbows and it doesn't have knees. Because they took the Legends class figure and they just blew it up to deluxe size.
That's horrible. They're the same.
Mm-hmm.
They do come out a little bit.
Exactly. He's got ball joints where this one's only got swivel joints.
Okay.
So the more joints on this actually make it less posable.
I would like to see the beast heads as dragon cannons.
Dragon cannon.
And then legs.
Sounds like a Digimon attack.
Dragon cannon!
Is this pedo drunk? What's a pedo? Oh,
Pedo.
pedo.
Steven, no. Steven's dark.
Well, he's 13. That's what you do. You go through that period so you can become a functioning member of society. Continue your work, good sir. Do you remember Abominus that we reviewed 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
This is Transformers Prime Abominus. 3 dudes.
What are those?
Okay, girl from Black Panther. Well, you're looking at the back.
Oh, that's the back?
See, you gotta look at the face, man.
Oh! These are supposed to be hands, right? Like, wait, which part's supposed to be the hand?
I don't know on the bird part. I can tell, but with him, on this one, he's got like 4 big, chunky Fat Man fingers that could grab a whole baby.
I don't like it.
So,
It looks cool, but very confusing and hard to play with.
pick out a certain problem here. How many robots can create Abominus there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many robots do you see here?
2, but there's 3 others, right? There aren't?
Hasbro opted to blow up the molds,
Oh my God.
but only 2 of them.
Does that pose into this?
Yeah, it's the same joints. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't have the 4 pegs on the inside of the legs that plug into the arm.
Aren't those the 4 pegs?
No, I put those there. Why would I put those there, Will, if I don't have the other 3 members of the combiner team?
Because you're stupid.
No, because somebody did knock off the combiner team. The OG Hasbro mold, the knockoff.
Well, I like the colors on this better, to be quite honest.
I custom painted that.
Okay, I like it less now. Still looks cooler.
So you like the green better, actually.
This?
Because those are actually the Takara Tomy Japanese colors of the original Hasbro molds color scheme. It's confusing. There's a lot of these.
This is like an exaggerated version of the smaller one. He feels cheap.
Said his gravity disintegrated.
Just me, or is this a little bit bigger?
He is. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah,
Okay,
that creates problems.
I'm just. It's a better plastic, and the joints are better. I like the colors better on this, and I like the maneuverability of the joints on this one better.
Yeah, because it's
But
strangely more posable.
If you could take the quality of this and into this,
2 modes, doesn't combine because they didn't release the other 3 figures. No elbows, no knees, no head. They charged the same price. It didn't go well. It's one of the reasons they didn't continue blowing up their Legends class figures. I'm glad they did because I like having a second arm for my knockoff Abominus. I did pay full price for that. I'm okay with it. I like that figure. Would you spend the deluxe price point on that? You shouldn't.
I'm gonna give him 1 robot.
I'd give him 2 just because I'm really fond of him. I don't know why. I've just been fond of this design.
There's
Go with
dragons
him.
for arms.
Which is a pretty badass life decision, if you ask me.
We're supposed to guess which one is which?
Yeah, which one's which?
Based on how they feel, I would say this is the legit, this is the third party. But since you're asking me, I'm assuming it's a trick question, so I'm going to say this is the original, this is the third party.
You're right.
It's got metal on it.
It's got metal.
It's got legit
It's
metal.
bigger. And it's got a cool design aesthetic with the like smoky, like the dry brush on it and the metal and the chrome. It looks like he's got a...
He has a dick!
It's a big red rocket.
It's a big red rocket! I like Scorn. Aside from me making fun of the whole thing right now, it is an actual really, like, a good figure.
I'm going to say 2015 was the time where some of the knockoffs started surpassing the original molds, and we entered into a really weird period. Even if it weren't for the colors, though, wouldn't you say that this is better, objectively?
Yeah.
And that's sad. There was a crossover where Hasbro almost became a knockoff of itself. That's kind of like, that was like the fun of the knockoffs back then. You could buy them, they were cheap, you customize them. If you broke them, it's like, whatever. You know, I spent less on this than I did the official smaller version. And now it's like you're going to spend less, but get something better.
This guy looks cool.
I like having this, but I don't think I'm going to buy any more third-party figures.
Why not?
Because there's just something about it that just feels kind of greasy. You get to Triceratops mode.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this.
I forgot how tiny this thing is. It's so little.
It looks like it just gave birth
It's a
to you.
baby. Woo, mama.
We've looked at a lot of robots tonight.
Yeah, we didn't really review anything. I didn't really have
played
a
with them.
I just didn't have a plan for this week. We're just winging it. I'll have a plan for next week.
If you guys are just watching us for the first time,
Yeah.
we usually just sit here, drink, and talk about robots. But
One specific robot or set of robots. And
yeah,
give
and
a
we
full
kind of
review.
took on a whole herd.
Yeah, we did. Which is a really good way to put this because they're all animals.
Until next week, it's nice talking to you guys. Coach Detman, Fellas Dragon. Helesdragon. So we're going to do favorites, alcoholic beverages.
And then my favorite combiner.
Now it feels like it's one-sided.
Because I bring the alcohol
And
I
a
bring
robot.
I bring a robot. I still would like to do a video game robot on
Oh,
robots.
yeah, that's right.
And what I'm thinking we might do is do 2 a month. One we do alcohol and a robot, and then the other one we do alcohol and a video game, because he's not familiar with Transformers like I am, and I don't play video games. So I
No.
feel like a drunk video game session with me could be potential.
Entertaining.
Yeah. So
Oh, Cuphead. That's going to be fun.
Cuphead? What's Cuphead?
Jack and Coke, my personal favorite. I don't have a special ratio. I just kind of pour and see what happens. There was one point where they made them together
Okay.
in one bottle.
Real.
Yeah.
That
Like,
seems
they just
like
came
it would
as
just
one
not
bottle.
work out for some reason.
So, one night, I went through one of these and a 2-liter in a night.
Was that the time you ordered the 2-foot long pepperoni? And it just showed up on the door one day?
So, no, that was sleep ordering from Amazon. I no longer have, one click buy. There were 3 of them.
Did you ever finally eat those?
I ate one.
Like, it's a snack? Just...
No, I cut it up. I cut it up into pieces, but no, I ate one. There's still, the other 2 are still on top of my fridge.
How long have they...
Maybe a year. They're
like-
still good.
They're
not
like
expired.
Twinkies. They don't go...
They don't go bad.
It's like when the nukes drop, it's the roaches, the Twinkies, and your salamis.
So, okay, and we're also telling stories about how this became
Yes,
our favorite
yes.
drink. Mine's kind of simple. It's not like a personal story. So I'm a vocalist. I've listened to a lot of music and
You used to sing, actually, opera.
yes,
right?
I used to sing opera. I studied classical voice in college. I listened to a lot of Frank Sinatra. And I liked him. I liked what he stood for. Frank Sinatra would sit there and drink while he's singing. And he liked either Jack and Coke or 2 fingers of Jack.
What's
I
2
believe
fingers?
it's like two shots. Or a double Jack where they put 2 shots of Jack with a little bit of Coke. Which is basically what I did here.
When did you first have it?
So I was house sitting. It was
Okay.
nothing crazy. I was just sitting there, I was hanging out there and I saw Jack and Coke. Why not give it a shot? Okay. I was playing Skyrim, drinking, and that's when I went through the whole bottle.
Was it theirs? Was it the
No, it was mine.
Okay.
Christy, no, I did not drink your alcoholic beverages.
This was like 2012 you did this. You had this. Because isn't that when Skyrim
Well,
came out?
Actually,
Again,
later
I
than
don't know jack
no,
about
you're
video
fine.
games.
My journey of alcohol, so I never voluntarily had alcohol till I was 22. Now I say voluntarily because post prom morning, we had a rugby game,
Okay.
and
I think you've told me this. Okay.
I woke up really. I was just like I was tired because it was prom night and it was fun and I had fun. I was drained. I was tired from the night before, and I was complaining the whole time. And one of my teammates walked up to me. It's a giant giant cup, like the large cup of orange juice from Walmart. Hands it to me. He said, "Here, this will make you feel better." I'm like, take a couple drinks of it. I'm like, that's not orange juice. Oh, that's, just some 151 thrown in there. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I drank it. That was my first involuntary experience with alcohol, but my first experience with alcohol was my now ex-girlfriend buying me a beer, because I waited for my dad to buy me my first beer, and I was 22 by the time
that didn't happen.
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
Great job, Dad.
Well,
That's okay. Mine just went and died, so. This isn't typically the kind of thing I drink, but I get why people like it. The flavors work well together.
Yep.
Blue Collar Man's drink of choice.
or, white collar vocalist.
You're not white collar.
Well, I mean, yeah. Moving on to Mike's drink of choice.
Hang on a moment.
Hi guys, this is happening again, where he does the leaving thing and I do the staying thing. Last time he went and peed, and he couldn't stop peeing. No, he's burping.
Milk, nutmeg, hello.
Vodka. So the good vodka that we reviewed last week? No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. Because
Yeah.
last week we did the Reds. Oh my goodness. These are the
Dude, you passed out last time.
God.
Gone. Away.
Yeah.
Gone. I'm always more fun with alcohol.
Like how I licked the tip there.
Like my tip last night.
Ooh, that's so good.
And that's what you said last night, too. By the way, we're not actually gay. Anybody questioning? He's getting married in a month.
It's
Less than a month now. That totally looks like the medicine from Mary Poppins. What does? Oh, probably.
Did you just ask yourself what you meant?
No, I read it on the comment. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
And also destroys your attention span.
Nom nom nom. Tastes like coffee.
That's part of the reason I love it. My story does not actually have anything to do with the Big Lebowski, although I do enjoy that part of the film, and I do enjoy sharing my personal drink with the dude.
Oh,
Not
did
that-
you share a drink with the dude?
No, because it's his drink. Have you seen Big Lebowski?
Actually, no, I haven't. I know you're going to be disappointed in me as a human.
No,
which is
because it's really
highly normal. So
like it's really good up until the ending, and
say
I'm just
highly
like,
normal?
oh god, they did that thing. So anyway, I was a sophomore, I believe, in college, and one of the brothers was like, we should make White Russians. We all got some money together to throw down because we were poor college students to get the necessary components. And he mixes them up in these big steins, and we had like butter knives in them because they were so big, And
Just to reach all the way to
that's
the
what
bottom?
we were stirring
Okay,
with.
let's-
He makes these up, no idea, and he just makes them like, this is really good. This is some alcohol I can get behind right here. And so I drink the whole thing. I didn't know. I've never had this drink before. So, and I'm
it'll sneak up on you.
yeah. And I like fruity drinks, but this is great for me because I can go to a bar and order this and not get weird looks as opposed to like ordering a tequila sunrise.
An apple teeny.
I've never done an apple teeny.
Light on the teeny.
We've got them all on this table, and I finish mine, and I stand up to grab one of the knives for some reason, and I just completely wipe out the entire table. And they're all looking at me, and Brian, the guy behind it, he's like, Actually, that was my fault. I did not warn him how easy it is to get screwed up on this drink. So, it tastes good. Mm-hmm. I don't get looks when I order it at a bar. You know, I eat appletini. And it screws you up because of the mixed drink aspect.
I want to order an appletini.
Nobody wants to order an appletini.
Like, I just want to see how people would react.
Whatever happened to Zach Braff? Like, he didn't do anything after.
I don't think so.
I saw.
I've seen, like, commercials.
I saw the friend Turk. I saw him in Skyline.
Okay.
Which incidentally is my pledge name.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I didn't have pledge name. I don't think.
No, you did.
Well, no, we had
would've.
we had rook numbers.
Delts.
It's good. It's a White Russian. You can't go wrong with it.
No, you can't. It's also kind of tied in with How I Met Joy. Not Met Joy, but
Oh yeah.
part of the courting story, as it were.
Courting or courting?
Courting, like to court.
Oh,
woman.
like gotcha.
To woo
Like
her.
dating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was the wedding we actually were introduced for, not at, but for.
And that's when we became best friends.
Yeah, we went and bought that $50 worth of Grey Goose. Just because she's like, no, it has to be Grey Goose
Because it's Russian.
It's Russian, so it's got to, well, no, and she's like all like hoity-toity about Grey Goose, and
then like
we've never had it since, by the way. I'd like
we
to
haven't.
point out.
Well, you know
Not
why?
you and me, but me and her.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's not Russian.
It's not. We went
Because it literally has the French flag on it. She was so mad, and every time I make a joke about it, she gets mad at me.
Sounds about right. You remember though, it was the day before the wedding, and we're all sitting in the church, and the wedding planner goes, if I even get a hint of you having any alcohol on you, if I smell it, if I think you might have some in you, you're out. No questions asked.
I don't remember that at all.
The whole room just and looked at me, and I'm just like,
oh, I remember that.
what? I enjoy alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic despite doing this bullshit once a week. Why am I the resident drunk? Like,
I mean, you were new to the group, I think.
yeah.
The bachelor party. There's a lot of alcohol involved in that, too. You were at the bachelor party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there wasn't alcohol there. I mean, I brought alcohol, but
Exactly.
there wasn't like. Okay, fair enough.
The headbanger.
You want the headbanger?
Let's do the headbanger.
All right.
So it says Patron coffee liqueur.
We're gonna use
We're gonna use Kahlua
because
that's
we're broke.
liqueur.
Just bought 3 tickets to Transformers for Thursday. Anybody who works at the theater that's watching this, don't frisk me.
I'll frisk them for you.
Ooh. Before and after the movie. And during.
And during intermission.
There's no intermission on a movie.
Hey, we can
This
make
isn't
one.
Titanic. It's a
my God.
It's a much worse film.
I've heard a rumor that they're gonna remake Titanic.
I want a sequel.
You've seen a sequel, okay?
The animated one?
Yes, that thing. Oh my God! So
There's-
before,
Oh, sorry.
before we did Robot on the Rocks,
We had Fail House Friday.
we had Fail House Fridays,
Which
That
we didn't
was-
record, but Jesus Christ, we should.
We should. Oh my God, that was so much fun, and
I would get so wrecked watching those just awful, awful movies.
so we would pick what, like, it was supposed to be a good movie. It was supposed to, like, it was like
No, it was supposed to be. It was a movie they put effort into.
Yes, the movie
It wasn't intentionally bad, like Army of Darkness is intentionally bad.
we would watch that and drink disgusting amounts of alcohol.
What was one that people would actually know about that we watched? Because
I
we
don't
watched Sir
know.
Billy, but nobody knows what Sir Billy is.
Nobody knows that there was an animated Titanic either.
There were 3 animated Titanic films, by the way. No, they probably do know because I learned that from Nostalgia Critic.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I was like, we have to get drunk and watch this. I wish,
So, that was fun.
Snatch Knot would come back.
Snatch Knot? Snatch Knot, where you at, man? That guy was pretty cool,
Oh
just
my
because of his name. So this is, what did I say it was?
Wait, is that all it is?
Yeah.
There's nothing else in it. It's
There's-
just the booze and then the more
Yeah,
booze.
see? Whiskey and liqueur shaken down with some, ice. Well, we don't have ice.
It's even less watered down than the actual recipe.
We're so screwed.
Oh, I haven't even finished my White Russian yet. Have you? Did you
Yeah.
down it? Oh my god.
Do you need some hair for your chest?
Indeed, I do. It all grew right here, and that's where it's limited to. Like, it doesn't do the beard thing.
Doesn't do the beard.
I'm not growing this as a stylistic choice. This is all that happens.
Your shirt gets caught on it. Like, putting on your shirt, you have to...
Poor you. You know, the side effect of that is every room you walk into, at least one woman gets a little bit wet when she sees you. So
Potentially.
I would take the shirt neck thing with that.
Let's drink our whiskey headbanger thing.
I understand now why it's called Headbanger.
I don't like it. You gonna throw up?
No, it just goes straight to my nose.
Oh,
Like,
where's
it's
the barf bucket? We didn't bring the barf bucket.
I'm not gonna throw up, and the bowl is by my foot. No, it's got like fumes that just go straight into my nasal cavity.
The Jack with the coffee, like it like amplifies the alcohol.
I'm not
taste.
sure what I could do to that to make it better.
Milk. Headbanger.
No.
No.
Hopefully that didn't just screw up my... That was my White Russian. Let's see how that turned out. Since we're doing the mix...
Something like that. Would you like
It's
it?
not as good as White Russian, but it definitely is better than the Headbanger.
It's the headbanging Russian.
That would be a great band name.
It's not bad.
Headbanging Russian.
Headbanging Russian.
Or the Headbanging White Guy. Which would be a terrible band name. Dude, I used to headbang so hard. I think that's why my neck is so big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had really long hair. Like feet-long hair.
If you go to his YouTube channel, youtube.com/phallusdragon,
Oh yeah, my old reviews will have it.
he has long hair. And that's PHELESDRANGON.
Always do that, man.
DR.
You always DRAGO. That is the third time.
Oh, DRAGON.
The video I had uploaded yesterday, you know, you say it, and then later I do the flashback. The flashback is actually a different time you spelling it wrong the same way that you just did right now. That's why in the moment I was like, just say dragon, because you consistently spell it
Do
wrong.
I really?
Yes. But you can get Fellas right for some reason.
Well, because I have brain problems.
He does, actually. That's not even a joke.
I do.
He's not long for this world.
So that's
Potentially.
That's actually possible.
It's almost not a joke.
Here's the dying.
As far as the Jack and Coke goes, yeah,
I give it 4 robots.
I was gonna say 3 or 4 just because it's got a good alcohol content without the punch that makes it need tequila sunrises. Of course, the White Russian is going to get the 5 robots.
I'm gonna say 4 still. I like it just as much as I do like the Jack and Coke.
This is your favorite drink, but it doesn't get a 5?
I won't give anything a 5.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean,
Like,
this is
I'd have to come in my pants. That's how much I like something to get a 5.
Yeah, mine's gonna get a 5 because not only is it the drink amazing, but it's got a lot of stories behind it.
And
That Headbanger.
the headbanger, I'm gonna give a
3
rock.
rocks.
I'm gonna give it
3
a
rocks.
rock. 1 rock for me.
3. So, not a great mix. The Headbanging Russian, that's a 2 robots.
2 robots.
Not terrible, but not as good as...
I'd give it 3. It
3?
tastes really similar to the Russian for me.
It does, but I really can actually tell the difference.
But I like the title Headbanging Russian. That's Robot on the Rocks 4.0.
4.0.
Now we're
maybe
moving on.
3.0. I don't know if I'm going to edit last week's or not.
You should do it.
There's no story to tell with it, so that's
Well, it's
fine.
because we drank your worst drink ever. That's probably why.
Yeah.
So now we're on to 4.5 or 3.5, whatever he decides to do. I'm going to add some Coke to this, see what that does.
Yeah, I was wondering. Oh, we should have put that part in the review.
Whatever. The headbanging Coke Jack.
So this is Headbanging Jack. This is the Kahlua Jack and Coke. Give it a shot.
Okay. That's horrible. Oh,
Let me see.
it's like mixing coffee and Coke.
It tastes like flat Coke and Jack. I'm gonna give Headbanging Jack a just.
Headbanging Jack.
I'm gonna give it 1 rock. It's not.
I'll give it a rock.
Yeah.
It's about as bad as the other. So now we're on to 4.5 or 3.5, whatever he decides to do.
Slag and Sludge is a pair. Snarl and Center Twin is a pair, because they're actually a shared mold.
I don't see anything similar between the two.
Most of the figures that compose Abominus actually are the Dinobots. Well,
He's drunk too.
Center Twin and Snarl, who incidentally is my favorite Dinobot. I wasn't able to get Center Twin for the Abominus review. That's why Prowl was there, and I don't know why I didn't use Sunstreaker, because he's yellow and actually would have been a much better substitute, and he's sort of been the horror of my combiners as it is. He's been a part of every combiner.
I like him. He just looks cool. It's like a robot dinosaur. Like, it's every child's dream to own a dinosaur, and like a robot dinosaur would be that much cooler. That just might be because it's older. Like, the joints are a little bit loose.
You know, he's new. I got him this year.
Okay, his joints are a little bit loose. So you said they're mold brothers, mold twins. I was imagining like they have the same, some of like the same parts, and I don't see anything
In some
the
cases,
same.
that's true. We've got our robot torso right here, and the legs fold back right here.
So they
here.
transform similarly.
Yes,
That's where I was a little bit confused, but that's because I'm still so new to Transformers.
and this is
figures.
a new concept that we're all trying to like choose whether or not to embrace.
I like this figure just because it's a robot and a dinosaur all in one, and that should be. I don't know if this is a canon, but that should be a canon.
I've got my own personal sub-faction of headcanon characters. There are very few Transformers whose heads or headal areas become cannons.
Is that a canon? Is that supposed to be a canon?
No, it's his HFG port.
Well, that needs to be a canon. A 5 rocks deal right there.
For the longest time, we never got a Dinobot combiner. The closest thing we got was Brimstone, whom I love. But he's a Power Core combiner, which in essence, Power Core combiners suck. But I really like the way he looks. We don't have to review him.
He reminds me of, who's the guy that had, like, the weird appendages? Not him, the other combiner.
Oh, the other Abominus?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I hate it. He reminds me of him because he has, like, these weird extra limbs here. And,
Well-
like, the shoulders come out real wide like that.
The problem with the Power Core combiners when they were released is that this is an automorphing limb, and it doesn't have a robot mode.
Okay.
It's just a Parasaurolophus that becomes an arm. The middle guy has a robot mode, but the other 4 do not. For the longest time, this was, in cold hard plastic, the closest thing to a Dinobot combiner we had. What?
His junk has the Autobot symbol on it.
It does. He's peeing. That's why he's yellow.
Why was that the universal, like, noise for peeing when you were a kid? The psst noise.
Because that's the sound a hose makes.
Is it?
Put
Like a
your
hose.
thumb on a hose, it's like...
Okay, if you put your thumb over it, I guess, yeah.
Because children associate things that are
I
similar
guess.
together.
So your is a hose.
Well, it is. It's also a gun. Why do you think guns are shaped the way they are?
Oh my god, we're so gonna get, like, so much shit for that. I like what they do with the tail. So, like, Center Twin's, like, ass does this weird shit here, but what they do here is, and they're working with a dinosaur, so they have a thicker tail to work with,
Right.
but they incorporate it in his ass.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
in his butt. Sorry, I
flo-
forgot you're editing
No, you
this.
ass is fine.
Ass is okay, so they
hell, yeah.
Rather than having this weird thing here,
Vestigial,
like the fat tail into the, like, the little itty
like
bitty
almost
tails.
like he was born with tails but shouldn't have been.
Right. Which I understand because they're working with a different animal with this.
Well, I mean, that's not what I would call an animal, like a real one. Because they could have done anything. with
Well,
that.
okay, I thought this was like a double-headed saber tooth with horns, so never mind.
Every time I get a new Center Twin toy, or in this case, Twin Strike from Transformers Prime, he's always my favorite. And, like, I just got this Center Twin a few days ago, and I don't even want to make him a part of Abominus. Like, I left Sunstreaker on there when I put him on the shelf because you can't really see it, and I really like playing with him. He really doubles down on the two-headed dragon thing that Hunger failed so much at.
Hunger. What this has that makes it look better than Hunger, in my opinion, is that it doesn't have this weird fucking thing where the heads come out here and like the giant chest thing.
The pregnant belly.
The pregnant belly.
He was pregnant with little Terra babies.
The ass thing here? Like that?
See, that doesn't bother me at all. That's just, you know...
It did a thing.
I'm used to Transformers having some
His
compromises.
HIV port is showing him. I like this one a lot better. What's his name? Scrap.
Actually, it's
Stripe.
funny. They both start with S.
They all start with S.
They both share the transformation scheme, and they both ultimately are always my favorites. The Terracons really incorporate the Prime Armors really well. I actually modified Blot, so his Prime Armor fits a little better, so I'm not going to talk about him. I really like the way Ripper Snapper incorporated it. I like how it went with the fins and added a lot of weight to the figure, but Center Twin, I think, pulls it off the best. I don't know why, that looks really fierce to me. I mean, I stuck the gun on there, because I didn't have anywhere else to put it.
Is the gun supposed to be on there?
Well, there's a port for it there.
Okay.
So,
kind of.
at least these combiners are trying to take steps to incorporate them into the bigger design. As opposed to, like, Snarl, where there's nowhere to put this.
Wait, this legitimately has no place to go?
Like, you could plug it into his...
You can put it in his butthole. Now he's pregnant.
Bro is rocking it. You ruined Slag. Great job.
Sorry, Slag. I actually like you, so I'm going to take this out of your butthole now.
I know the Prime Armor, like, this one, I think, pulls it off the best. Because, like, the car modes, you can kind of tack it on. And, like, that looks cool, but you can tell Robot in Disguise is kind of thrown out the window at this point. With the animals, it's at least like, okay, you can use it to make them look more weaponized or fierce.
Mm-hmm. I actually kind of like that. Of course, it looks very DeLorean-esque.
He just said, is that a DeLorean? No, it's not a DeLorean. If I ever get down to it, and I'd have to really want it, but to, like, custom a DeLorean out of one of these with all the...
Dude, just paint it silver. Like, just do it. Just do it.
Just do it, man.
Just do it, man. You have a 3D printer, don't you?
Man, everyone thinks that I could just, like, make a Death Star with my 3D
I know
printer.
it takes a lot.
Like an actual planet-destroying Death Star.
I know it takes a lot.
It's so hard.
I know it takes a long time. I understand that. But, like, that would be so cool.
I want a Tumblr Batmobile Transformer more than I want a wife.
Joy, don't watch this. Wait,
She
too late.
watched that part where I was like, with the alcoholism destroying marriages, and she was just like, everybody needs a nerd wife like I got a nerd wife.
Yeah, I can't find one, apparently.
It's so soft.
I understand. These are Transformers. You have to make compromises. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You just suck it up, eat your dick, and move on with your life. But I am very particular, and that's my preference.
Well, you're more in line of like someone who would collect Spawn figures, where you like them more as statues.
Yes, like I like them just chilling.
You
there.
like them almost like you like posters, like you would like a poster in that.
They're a 3D poster.
Yeah. Suck it up, eat your guy on left 2018. I like him with the Prime Armor. That's my point. I think
it makes him look more balanced.
It makes him look more balanced. It makes him look intimidating though. Like, because I put the thumbs up.
So really excited with
like,
that.
I don't know, man. Center Twin. He's like a pit bull.
Yes.
He's got that like
that.
beefy. Like, what's that bulldog's name from the cartoons? And he had like the little bulldog baby that was so cute. I almost ate my face off as a child.
Oh, like his son was the bulldog.
Yeah, and well, he
but
he was built like a mother. Like that's what he is. He's that guy. Don't screw with his baby.
Slag and Sludge?
Slag and Sludge. Slag is like the fan favorite, whereas personally, I'm a Snarl fan.
Thing is, am a Triceratop.
Ta-da. Triceratops.
I'm pretty sure I said that as a kid. I am a Triceratops fan. It's not articulative.
This is the cheaper mold. Like, these Mold Brothers are cheaper than the Slag Brontosaurus, I would say. But I like them better, despite Like the fact that I'm afraid to transform them. Why do my hands destroy everything?
Honestly, this is what this is what sold me on Snarl, was his headcanon. Like, the fact that I love Triceratops.
Should knock him up a couple pegs. Or
But
a
it's
couple
not.
notches.
It's not selling me on him. Does his head? No, his head does not become a cannon. And there's a head in his head.
A head in his head.
Head,
Meat head. Welcome
head.
to most G1 transformations. You can kind of mistransform him, and it gives him a little bit more definition with the frill. And it
I
puts
like that better.
Yeah, most people do.
I don't like either one of these just because they don't articulate as much as what I want. Now
this coming from the guy that prefers their figures to be statues.
We're talking about Transformers.
Okay.
My statues, they don't move.
They're intended.
They're intended to be statues.
The thing about beast modes is a lot of times they're bricks.
Same with this. Like, he has this long ass neck,
Mold brother.
and
Try and
that's
open it. There's a head in his head.
There's a head in his head. Oh, his mouth opens? That's pathetic.
Isn't that BS?
Center twin.
Oh yeah, his mouth opens.
A lot.
He's got two of them.
Garbage. Recyclable garbage.
But no.
But that's only because it's a Triceratops.
Do you see how these two are the same mold? Because these actually have the exact same
They have the same ass.
back piece here.
They have the same ass.
They have very similar
asses.
So they have the same back pieces.
Asses.
Similar backs.
Ass.
Very similar
Ass.
like the front legs.
Same
so,
asses.
So he wants to say asses again.
Ass.
And we're going to move on to the robot.
It's like they went to the same plastic
Assiversary.
same plastic surgeon to get their ass blown up.
Yeah.
Like, what's her name? You won't know.
Basketball butt.
Sure.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, yep.
Or our Kardashian. One of the Kardashians?
Yep.
The one that cried?
So, oh my god.
We're going down to the robot modes of Snarl and Sinner Twin as I mix myself up another adult beverage.
So, Sinner Twin catches my eye more because of the color. That's the first thing I notice.
We're gonna keep doing that.
But I love this ornament.
Yes!
That is gorgeous.
Yes!
So
that's one of the big reasons I like Snarl. That and the noise he makes with his nose. I can't do it, but G1 fans know what I mean.
I like Snarl's shoulder ornament, his polders. Is that what it's called?
Polders? What?
The shoulder things.
What's a polder?
Polder.
I don't think that's real, and I'm starting to wonder if you are.
Oh. His arms move decently.
Well, it's the back legs.
Ball joints.
They're ball joints, not
Ball
universal
joints. Ball joints.
joints.
He's got those old school pants.
Bell bottoms?
Bell bottoms for legs. Like, look at those things. He looks so much cooler than he does from the front.
It's very
Better.
toy from the front and a little bit more artistic and intricate on the back.
Sure, I like art.
No, you don't.
Shut up.
His face is very... like, he's like... I would gladly pay you Tuesday for an Energon burger today.
I like the colors of this. The hips articulate a lot. Like, you can make him do the splits.
Well, he can do the same thing.
Oh, can he? I don't know. I found that out with this one,
Mold
okay?
Brothers.
So
thin he falls over.
So with Smolder,
Smolder would be a great Dinobot.
He has like the back half. It's really cool. A lot of ornaments going on. Whereas this one, his plainness plays to his advantage on the front side. Just looks very soldier-esque. I like him quite a lot. He just has that stoicism to him. Stoicism. I know words.
That's a good word.
That's word.
That's the biggest word I've ever heard you use.
But doesn't he look stoic?
He does. I don't know if this is the case, but I feel like he should be a fan favorite of the Terracons. Because every time I get my hands on one of his toys, I'm just immediately sold on it. Like, my biggest complaint about this one is because they had to pander to the G1 design, his arms don't become dragon heads.
For what he is, he's really cool. He's just enough.
I don't know the colors, and I'm not a fan of yellow. Yellow is probably my least favorite color.
Well, it works well with the green.
See, I would call that teal or blue.
That's green.
We're gonna have this argument again.
Yep.
With an Abominus toy. Always with the Abominus toys. We're gonna go back to the Prime Armors. Once again, to me, Sinner Twin rocks it like a pro over everyone else. And I know this doesn't really, like, necessarily look like anything, but I was playing with this today, and I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, maybe it's a shoulder shield, but maybe this plays into the Prime Armors better than anyone else. A Prime Master Bludgeon.
I would imagine a Master being bigger.
In Power of the Primes, they turn into Enigmas. You take out his little laser gun, and he can hold it, and you put the Prime Master inside, and what if that gave his little gun some sort of power?
I like it because, like, what it's doing is it's taking this laser, which is from his Prime Armor, and enhancing it with the Prime Master?
That's just an idea I had.
Right.
I don't know if that's part of the toy line. That's just, like, I was playing with it today, and I was like, man, like, that'd be cool if, like, the Prime Master's, like, anti-grav powers. They all come with these cards, and, like, does anyone do these collector cards? Like, what if this was an actual card game?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish that somebody would have come up with this idea at Hasbro before Combiner Wars, so that all the Combiner Wars toys could have come with this, like, theoretical card game. Because you buy your favorite figure, and it comes with this card, you put it in the game, and then you can make combiners, or make different headmasters with different powers or abilities, and actually have a card game that plays into the toy line, and it just comes with the toys. It's like if Naruto has taught me anything, or Pokemon has taught me anything, that people will go nuts for a good card game. Because otherwise these cards, like, who keeps them? And I might keep this just because I really like the artwork on the front.
It's pretty cool.
Like, it's good looking artwork, but usually I grab one, I keep it for a couple of months until I find it again. I'm like, I don't need that, I'm throwing it out. So
Now it's gone.
now it's gone. You got a rock and robot between them now that we're at the robot forums?
Oh, Rock and Robot. I thought you meant, like, Rock and Robots. Rock'em, sock'em, rock'em, sock'em. I will give him 3 robots and 3.5 robots.
I'm giving them both 3. I really like them both a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There are way better Transformers out there. But I don't know, I just really enjoy... I've almost got nostalgia for him just because of how much I liked Prime Abominus. So, like, he's kind of cashing in on that, even though Prime Abominus came long after. Slag and Sludge.
No. I don't like either one of them. What? What is this thing?
It's a hood. Now it matches the G1 transformation really well.
Like, you have this cool... I like his torso. I would like this if it was more of like a collar rather than like a hood.
Encompassing his head, yeah.
Yeah. Cool if it became a rocket.
And
Like
flew the
like
out of
Iron
here.
Man, like
Yeah.
Iron Man from Infinity War. Like if his legs came together and a rocket, like yeah, that would be cool. Also, he reminds me of what's his name? It's from Overwatch. He's like this dude that skates. Whatever, you don't know who he is.
Slag is not a number 1 on your top 10.
He's Slag.
Yeah, okay, he's Slag. Both in the terms of crap metal and horse.
I don't like either one of them.
But here's who I really don't like.
Okay, this is considerably worse.
Remember how Megatron had the T-Rex head hand? There are a lot of Transformers who will throw their beast mode heads on their backs. I don't know why the Brontosaurus head is just so visually offensive.
Hasbro, get on that.
Thank you for auto-censoring yourself.
Because this looks so stupid.
He's still got the entire sides of his beast mode and the entire head of his beast mode. And then the legs are just sticking straight up. Like on Slag, they folded up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But on his, they're just sticking up like, oh, rigor mortis. I'm dead. Shoot me already. Kibble's coming off even. Of all things, even
Kibble's like, this
Kibble's
is
like,
so bad.
get away from me. It's got this garbage, dumb-looking head.
I like his helmet. I hate his face. But I'm trying to find something good about this to
Yeah,
like.
he's not.
That's the thing. I'm stretching really, really hard.
I'm going to give Slag a good old 2 robots and Sludge whose name I always forget because I don't like him. I've never liked him, and this toy is not helping that case. 2 rocks. Not in stores right now, so I know you're not going to go rush
For
out
good
and
reason.
not buy him.
3 rocks for him, and I'll give him a robot for 2 reasons. He has potential, and he's a Triceratops.
So we're kind of reviewing this figure just to get it out of the way.
So he reminds me of the Mecha Godzilla. Tail is awful. Can I just ignore that? My hands wrap around his tail. That's how big his tail is, and he's a f***ing toy. I have big hands, and my hand fits
We
around
actually
that like a
measured
handle.
his hand against like the Hulk hands that are out in stores right now, and they're like 3/4 the size. Like,
They're almost the same size
Your
as Hulk
hands are
hands.
too big, Will.
I have
I feel
big
sorry
hands.
for the women you've been with.
They aren't sorry. I like how far his mouth opens. Not for reasons. I hate
Opposed
everything
to
else.
sludge,
That does nothing. See, you can tell Sludge secrets because he can't.
because he can't tell anyone 'cause his
else.
damn mouth don't open.
You have these straight legs that just go straight down, and they're boring.
And you
There's
can
no character to them.
you can kind of do the dog leg thing that a T-Rex should have. So Grimlock has always had the dino leg becomes my arm thing. A T-Rex legs becomes your arms? What are your legs made of?
But that tail, it's like Kim Kardashian, like
We
I'm
come
gonna make
back
this
to the
big. Ugh! There's more to him than the tail, just like there's more to women than their vagina.
You know?
Take that line and go up. I like everything. I guess I'll give him 1 robot.
So he's a positive
1 robot.
middle of the road. This thing will
Yeah.
not click together. I hate this damn toy so much. Sludge is garbage.
That looks like something from
Dinosaurs.
no, the Labyrinth. See?
Jesus Christ. That's not from Labyrinth. That's Dark Crystal.
Oh, Dark Crystal. You're right.
You love Dark Crystal. How'd you get the name wrong?
Because it's the same guy that made it, Jim Henson.
Jim Henson, scares me.
Jim Henson, come back to life, please.
No, please don't. You scare me enough as it is. Wow, this took way less time than it should have. So this is Grimlock's robot.
That was
mode.
actually really fast.
I know!
His arms are crossed, though.
His arms are crossed.
His itty bitty arms
His little
in
bitty,
the back.
itty bitty arms.
Oh, they came off.
That's my fault. I kind of shaved them for my own version of the robot mode that isn't official.
Focus.
Even though I've technically already reviewed Slash, she's going up there.
These are nipples.
I mean, yeah. Despite the fact that Slash is a new character, and her name is Slash, they gave her nothing to slash with. So, I have given her Prime Wheeljack swords. Dinobot. What?
The head. What is it?
It's a visor with a mouth plate and a helmet.
Yeah, cut it off.
He's like a SWAT team member. My butt hurts.
That's not my fault.
Or is it?
Take his head
His head sucks.
and apply it to that.
See, now, Grimlock's head is cool.
What's his name?
Grimlock.
Grimlock. Why is he named Grimlock?
Because the 80s...
Does he lock up Grims? I like posability. Like, I like having the ability to make them do what I want them to do. Like control.
Like, you grab them by the
Nozzles.
HFG hole?
But I like having the ability to, like, sit them on things if I want. Even though he's not wanting to sit right now. I am struggling so hard.
Grimlock is dead.
You poor guy.
After all attempts by the Decepticons, the one who did it was William U.
Me, William the U. A lot of detail, except for his chest piece and his face.
I have a little bit of a fan mode version of this. A little bit of an open jacket look.
Did you feel that?
I felt that. I think China felt that. It doesn't work perfectly, but I feel like it incorporates more of the kibble.
Don't eat Burger King, you'll die on the inside.
But I like that. It gives him sort of the open jacket, not necessarily Fonzie look, but...
I like him. I like him better this way because it adds texture,
Some definition,
depth,
some... Yeah,
I
there's
don't know
more
how to
to his
define
chest.
what I'm seeing here.
I had to shave off the top of the socket joint so that the beast mode hands could get up high enough to do that, and the whole thing could work together.
Well, what I'm afraid of is that, like, when I move... Oh.
Yes,
So,
it'll
yeah,
pop out. Yes, it's a little bit flimsier, but it looks cool.
It does look
So,
a lot
rule
cooler.
of cool versus rule of posability.
You know what it reminds me of? Marty.
McFly?
Marty McFly.
Are we going Back to the Future?
My big critique are the face and the chest piece. So when you change the chest piece, that gets rid of one of the big critiques that I have for him.
I'm going to say 4 either way, because it's a good Grimlock. I've never had a Grimlock toy. I enjoyed this toy.
So without the change here, I will give it a 3.5. With the change, 4. Keep in mind, for me to get a 5, I have to like run off screen
And finish.
and fap myself. Okay.
Swoop.
What is this garbage for a face?
It was a pterodactyl.
Yeah, but he's like a balled up pterodactyl. He's not like a cool like pterodactyl. He's like a f***ing, I want to eat you right now, pterodactyl. You just showed so many fucking emotions right now. I don't even know what my eyes are focused on right now.
Let me help you. Maybe.
Like,
So
it's
you
just
feel very similarly to this toy that you did to Cutthroat.
so different. It's like so hard to compare them.
And this
Like,
is
yes.
where that whole remolding thing comes in. It feels like a completely different toy, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
Like
yes,
you can barely tell it's the same.
you got wings,
But you see
and
where
that's it.
You see where the robot arms do the exact same thing.
There we go.
So I hit the button, right?
Potentially.
This thing's been falling over so much. A robot and a half. Aww.
You have wings for each of them. That's the only similarity between the two.
As far as you can tell.
Well, I mean, what else is the same? These legs kind of fold up and make him perch,
Yes.
whereas his legs fold up and then he has separate legs that make him stand up.
And I don't know if you remember I said that Swoop didn't have that tail that Cutthroat had.
This fat tail that nobody loves.
Swoop doesn't have that, and
No.
he works a little bit better, doesn't he?
A little bit, because he looks like it looks like he's perched. It looks like he's perching on something.
Tell me he's almost not cute.
No. If he wasn't a robot, if he wasn't a transformer, he'd be fluffy probably. So yes, if he was fluffy, he would be a lot more cute. As far as beast mode, there's nothing going on. Okay, you can make the wings go out more and make the wings come in more. You can make the jaw go up and down, and that's it. Which is more than slag.
Brontosaurus?
Yes, long head.
See, I like Swoop because bird transformers so rarely work out, and this guy actually pulls it off. Yeah, he's not great, and he can't really... I mean, you could kind of get him in a flying pose.
A tumor flying pose. What's his name? Terraform?
Terraform?
I don't know.
There is Terrorsaur from Beast Wars.
I'm losing track at this point. A robot and a half.
I'm going to give him a solid 3 just because he pulls off the beast mode very well. Swoop in his robot mode.
Let me clear my brain palette. I like how they incorporate the wings. Like, even as a pterodactyl, it just didn't look right at all to me. It just looked kind of thrown together. So the head doesn't articulate hardly at all. I like what the arms do, but not necessarily so much what the wrists do. Per usual with Transformers.
I feel like Swoop and Cutthroat feel cheaper. He feels like a little guy, even though he's the same size class.
Yeah, he's got a lot going for him for his size. 3 robots.
We are going to get into the main reason I wanted to do this review. It's not a new toy. It's not from this toy line. It's from Combiner Wars. We are going to look at Combiner Wars Skybox. The main reason I wanted to do this review, it's not a new toy. It's not from this toy line. It's from Combiner Wars. We are going to look at Combiner Wars Skylinks.
It's a transformer that turns into like a space shuttle, like a legit like NASA like.
I really expected you to complain about the underkibble.
But a space shuttle has fuel tanks. This is not necessarily part of the shuttle itself. Now, obviously, it's part of the robot. It looks like the jet that exploded as my childhood dreams the Challenger. I know, I just got really dark there really fast.
I didn't even intend for this, but there is a super huge 90s theme to this. Because what 90s kid didn't either super deeply dive into space shuttles or dinosaurs or the Titanic? But we're going to stick with space shuttles and dinosaurs.
Spice
shuttles.
Space shuttle dinosaurs.
Which actually is relevant.
And happens in Doctor Who. Which the next season
is the thing behind us.
It's the thing behind us, and the next episode airs whenever you probably post this. A lot of people are pissed off because it's a woman. Fuck you all.
Why? Are you really afraid of cooties? No. Just look. I switched some of the joints on the back so they don't fit in as tightly as the original toy.
It looks better under the wings.
I drilled holes right here on the sides so that these little weapons he comes with can plug in. And that plays more into the combined mode. But I really was ready to justify this to you. I had a whole argument ready.
It's a fucking
I'm so mad.
Shuttle. Hide it.
Look at this shuttle mode.
This is garbage.
I was like, oh no. If you plug in these weapons, you can pretend that all that underkibble is a giant charging station for these weapons with his carryable Death Star laser.
Yeah, I like him already, so just makes him more badass.
I was really not sold on this kibble until I did this mod, which I'm totally...
I just thought of something. If all three lasers came into one...
Like and made like a Death Star fire?
Yeah.
I wanted this figure so bad for so long in 2016, and it was not showing up in stores. It was like the Sinner twin for me. And one day I just came home and there was a box on the doorstep. And Joy was living with me at this point. And I opened it up and it was this and it was Onslaught. She's like, I want to make sure you get it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever even saw him in stores. Not only is this one of my favorite Transformers, this was bought for me by my fiance, my future wife. Like, there's so much love here, and that's why I didn't really want to do a permanent custom.
No, I want to not want to.
I ended up doing the custom today. I finally came down to it.
I'm going to give 4.75. That's as close as you can get to 5 right now.
I'm not going to give him a rating yet because I know what's coming next.
Is it better than that?
For me. The robot mode of Skylinks.
What is it?
The original Skylinks was a toy that Hasbro appropriated from another company. For this toy, it doesn't split in half. The bottom split out a golden tiger head, and the top came off and flipped out bird legs. Hasbro took it and said it was one character somehow that split into two, and...
So it's the Sphinx of Transformers.
Yeah.
It's a trans Sphinx.
That is literally the best definition for this robot mode I've ever heard.
I don't know how you could go from something so epic, a space shuttle, that transforms into something else and become this.
You don't think that's more epic than a space shuttle?
It looks like a dog with wings. Dog parents will add wings to them for Halloween.
This is the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was going to show you the shuttle, and you'd be like, it's a shuttle with some garbage taped under it.
No.
I love this robot. Because you know what the great thing about this is? This subverts everything that the human mind thinks about robot mode. In a planet dominated entirely by weapons and tools and vehicles that turn into robots, why would it have to have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head?
I like where you're going with that. It doesn't look cool.
Like the Revenge of the Fallen movie, where some of the robots just didn't even have a body. It was a head with shoulders and 2 wheels and big arms. This, I feel like, is more grounded than some of the Michael Bay stuff, which some of that I really enjoyed because it pushed the boundaries of what a transforming robot from space could look like. It is a beast.
I'm trying to like it, but it just... I guess I'm looking for something more intimidating.
You don't think a space shuttle that turns into a giant dragon is
I don't see dragon, that's the thing. I can't get away from the Chihuahua look. 2.5 robots.
This guy's a solid 4.5 for me. Just because there's so much fun and philosophy, unintentionally maybe.
This isn't a cartoon, right?
He is in a cartoon.
So you've seen him as a cartoon?
I do not like the cartoon he's in.
Oh, really? Okay.
There is a reason why this review is Skylynx and the Dinobots and not Volcanicus.
Which sounds awesome, by the way, so this better not let me down. So skinny.
He looks like a capital T with drapes.
I like what they did with all the extremities. It's the torso. Like from the shoulders down to the waist.
He looked more like a V and less like a T. And didn't do that. I also have him in kind of my own combination. On the front of Swoop, you'll notice there's a prime armor with some guns attached to it. To kind of beef out the Swoop mold. Like
or else
that
it'd
he
be,
creates.
it would look very anemic.
We finally got our Dinobot combiner. 32 years after the fact.
The torso piece is anticlimactic.
There's a lot of third-party products.
And you have to add the prime armor to the...
to Swoop.
To Swoop.
How do we feel about the badass named Volcanicus?
2.5 robots.
Wanted to be down with the Dinobot combiner. But as it stands, Grimstone and his dino drones really nail it for me more than Volcanicus ever will.
But Skyring, Skylink, or Skyrim?
Skyrain is the combiner. Skylynx is the torso.
I'm gonna go jump off a cliff now.
They didn't really give him a team because nothing really matches what Skylynx is, so they just gave him a bunch of random vehicle characters, and it didn't really look good. My absolute favorite combiner, which is sort of a fan combiner, Skyrain with the Dinobots.
Okay. Oh, the head looks a lot better. It completes the whole look rather than this, like, stick.
Now, I like Volcanicus's head, don't get me wrong. It's the rest of it that throws it off for me.
I like this.
It looks good until you put limbs on it.
Yes.
I remember when I said that Skylynx split in half? They incorporated the other head by putting it on the combiner.
I still like that crown, and I would like it on top of his head. It would kind of pull it up a little bit more with the peaks of his pauldrons.
I didn't have a place on the combine mode where I like putting Skylynx's weapons. I really like this. Because they don't look good in his hands, but I like the idea that he has these like giant daggers on his hips that if he needed them, he could pull them out.
Yeah. Hasbro,
Figure your...
get on that
So you remember the tail that you liked about Abominus counteracting his punches? He's got a big weight counterbalancing tail, and it's made of his freaking head. This is my number one favorite combiner, and it's not just because Joy bought it for me. And it's not even a G1 combiner torso.
So is Skyrain official or just fan official?
Skyrain's official, but he had all car limbs before. He needs beasts. I would prefer if he had a bunch of shuttles that turn into other animals, like other mythical beasts, like a chimera. That would be cool. It's not going to happen. In lieu of that, dinosaurs that combine with a shuttle dragon. This is my wet dream.
What if Hasbro did like an ancient centaurs, you had a sphinx, you have shit like that would build into something like that would be cool.
kind of a mythical subline in Beast Machines. So they had Silverbolt, which turned into a bird. But if you look at his toy, it was very obviously supposed to be a griffin. R.I.D. Bruticus, but it was originally intended to be a Beast Machines toy. It's a Cerberus. But Beast Machines had like a nice trio or so of mythical creatures growing. I think if the line continued, there would have been more mythical creatures that came out of it. And that's really neat to me. And there were actually quite a few that were canceled. There was a Triffid, Manticore. There was a bunch of mythical creatures that were set to come out before the line got canceled.
What if they made it like that's how mythical creatures became a thing? They like scanned all these animals and they like, let's kind of piece these together.
You're talking about the Fusor line. This is about as close as the mythical beast combiner you're gonna get. Well, okay, Abominus is a mythical creature combiner. But this feels so much more focused and color uniformed with all the gold. If they don't make Piranacon, and I really want to, that's why I bought this guy. This is why, if they don't put out Piranacon, I'm gonna be super happy. I got the Dinobots, I got Skylinks.
I liked him as a spaceship. I didn't like him at all
You didn't like the robot mode.
as a robot.
You're not into the philosophy about it that I am though, so
I like the philosophy. I wanted to like him, but I was trying too hard. I really, really like him. 4.5 robots. 4.75.
it's a beast combiner, color uniform. He's my 5. 5 robots out of 5. So ends our Skylinks and the Dinobots to form Skyrain review. Coach Detman, COAHDETTMAN.
COAHCOACH.
Oh, I spelled it wrong this time.
COACHDETTMAN, and he's Fellas Dragon, PHELESDRAGON. And tomorrow, if you guys want to join me,
He will be doing a build.
I'll be doing a build, which is a Batman surprise.
That
sounds really cool.
I'll give you a bad surprise. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Tune in next time.
We have a couple questions. Can you play Mercy? No. Did you watch Infinity Wars? Yes, like 10 billion times.
Yeah, like, I mean, who didn't see Infinity War? Joy.
Yeah, if you've not seen Infinity War, you don't deserve to marry this man. I do. What's up with the Hulk? I actually looked this up, and the Russo brothers said that, I don't know if I shared this.
You did share this with me.
But the Russo brothers actually said that the issue is he feels used by Bruce Banner for only his purposes and that he has no actual freedom. So that answers that question. Whose house is this? This used to be our apartment, but now it's my apartment because he's a dick and moved out.
This apartment is like the Sunstreaker. Everybody's had some time with it.
But I've been here the longest.
It's true.
Yeah.
And he's not even the one who
I've
started
stepped
out
through
here.
3 roommates.
No, 4. 5.
5. Oh my god. So
Two
David,
couples and
Caitlin,
Matt.
you, Joy, and now Matt.
Yeah.
5.
2 couples and one single guy.
Oh god.
So,
Yeah, who's the strongest between you two? Me?
Can you see us?
Okay. I played football all the way from when I was 7 all the way through college.
I played trumpet.
Why did he move out? He moved in with his now fiance.
We didn't want to move in together. I don't know if anyone cares. We didn't want to move in together. We wanted to live separately until we were married, but financially it was just something we ended up having to do. Welcome to America 2018.
Yeah, you have to have 2 incomes to support a household, which is kind of stupid, but hey,
she was doing good, but we needed to save money for the wedding, which her parents have thrown up a lot for. But in order for me to hold up my end, because I don't have any parents on my side, it's just what we had to do. Because we both have good jobs. Like, we together make more than the average household, and individually almost make as much as the average household.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're 10,000 away individually from making as much as the average American household, which is freaking sad. Because she's like basically in charge of a hotel, second in command, and I have a government job. So, not to get too far into that, but there you go.
So, have you played Baldur's Gate 2? Nope. Sorry. I've not been doing a lot of gaming streaming lately because I've been really, really busy with work. I recently took over a new store, so I run a supplement store. I recently took over a new store, and it's been a nightmare. People calling off, having to fix stuff. So, it's a pain, but, I do like streaming with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's just I've not been able to do it because I've been so busy lately.
This is...
apparently we got -5 nerd points because you were showing off about your job. I didn't know that nerd points were a thing. I thought you either are or are not.
Wait. I'm sorry, bro. Wasn't the point of being a nerd to inherit the earth? So
I mean, we do, nerds do kind of run everything right now. Oh, I got -5 because I haven't played, for not playing Baldur's Gate.
Oh, no,
I've
you're
never
cool,
even
bro.
heard of it.
I retract my middle finger.
And I add my own, which is bigger, actually.
It is, so you just got a bigger middle finger.
Basically 2 jocks. Sure. I mean, if you...
What?
I don't know what that means.
I'm fat. The only thing jock about me is the size of my neck, and that's because I was a headbanger.
So, no, I actually have been playing video games since forever. I played the Super Nintendo Entertainment System all the way up, and I play the Xbox One X, and I play the PS4, and I play the Switch, and I still play with my
Penis?
I mean, that's no.
He's peeing. That's why he's yellow.
Why was that the universal noise for peeing when you were a kid? The psst noise.
Because that's the sound a hose makes.
Is it?
Put
Like a
your
hose.
thumb on a hose, it's like...
Okay, if you put your thumb over it, I guess, yeah.
Because children associate things that are
I
similar
guess.
together.
So your d is a hose.
Well, it is. It's also a gun. Why do you think guns are shaped the way they are? Think about a gun right now, okay?
It's not shaped at all.
No, but you got the barrel,
Uh-huh.
and then you've got the down part with the ammo in it.
The handle?
Yeah, with the ammo in it. Well, I'm trying to describe handle and balls at the same time. Because the ammo is in the balls and in the handle.
Oh, so you're talking about an erect penis.
Where do you think guns came from? Some
Not
guy
from
was
that.
like, what if my penis could kill people instead of make them? I've spent many hours, too many, in fact, trying to...
I've spent too many minutes already thinking about this.
try to decide what guns or the alternate universe guns would look like if women were the dominant gender up until this point in
What, a
history.
vagina?
Yeah, how would a vagina gun work? Well, okay, what kind of weapon would have been designed had women been the dominant gender?
Oh my god, we're so gonna get so much shit for that. Are you guys a couple? No, we're not.
We wish. Ooh.
He's getting married in a month.
No, I met you first.
Did you just kiss my shoulder? Oh, maybe kiss. That's as much as you're gonna get. I'm sorry. I got one of those fake text messages. Will, I'm not gonna say my full name because y'all are gonna stalk me.
Dude, your name is in...
Oh, my name is in my username. Never mind. Hi guys, it's me again by myself because he left again. PM. More alcohol. Feel better. Let's see what you guys are talking about. We got... I know you said you were married, but y'all seen each other's poopers. No, we have not seen each other's assholes. Sorry to let you down. Just kiss already. We are not kissing. I'm sorry. There is a lot of sexual tension. And the chemistry between us is killing them.
Aw, they want us to fuck. I know you said you were married, but Def's seen each other's poopers. I've not seen his pooper. I'm pretty sure it's hairy as all get out, though.
I acknowledge that would happen when you were pooping, actually. Peeing. You were in the bathroom.
Wait, did I see your butthole once?
No.
What are we saying
I'm
right
saying
now?
that I acknowledge that chat when you were in the bathroom.
Oh, that comment.
That comment, yeah.
Okay.
It got kind of awkward now.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man. There's still a lot of sexual tension, though.
Between
Just so much.
Dude, that's so old.
I get a girl screen on you?
Something like
You
that.
suck your own.
I wish I could. Solve a lot of problems.
That's sexism.
No, that's just weird. I would. Okay.
You know you would. Come on, man.
Philosophical question here.
Don't even pretend.
Philosophical question here.
Don't even pretend.
If you could suck your own dick, would you do it?
100% it would happen.
No, I wouldn't.
You would, Will. You'd be sitting there one day and going, I'm lonely. I've jerked off 5 times. I mean, I can, so...
I couldn't do it.
You could.
I couldn't.
You
Something,
would.
something about me just would not be able to do it.
I'm telling you, man, you would.
I don't know. Unlike some people that I know that tasted their own.
It wasn't me, by the way.
It wasn't him. It's a totally different person. We won't bring
A
up
totally
their name.
different person who isn't me. I'm just thinking of the pilot from Aliens 2 that I had a crush on that I equated this figure to.
Everyone's got their flavor.
Well, I'm an artist. I have lots of flavors, but that's one of mine.
There you go.
I don't
Chocolate,
I don't just
strawberry.
limit myself to strawberry. I like many flavors of the female rainbow.
You just said rainbow while putting your arm around me. There are people. Asking us to kiss together. This is not gonna happen. We're not butt buddies.
We're not drunk enough for that. There isn't enough alcohol in the planet.
Well, maybe.
If we're on our deathbeds and Joy is in Germany, where she was born.
This.
Welcome to a very special episode of Robot on the Rocks.
Hi.
We have some special guests. My fiance, who we just wrapped up a bachelorette party for, and her sister.
At Sign Citrusy New.
Is that really your handle?
That's really my handle.
Fellas Dragon, Coach Detman, and Fellas's
Fiance. Fiance Dragon. So
fiance
Joy
with a PH.
Joyo 86, not Fiance Dragon, although I kind of want you to make that
cool.
now. So this episode is a little special because this is our pre-wedding episode. We are getting married actually now exactly in 6 days, not a week because it just rolled over to Sunday. You guys will actually be seeing this edited after the wedding, but we are recording it pre-wedding. So the themes for our alcohol and our toy review later are so much alcohol. The theme being wedding is something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue.
Which is a lot of alcohol.
Which is a lot of alcohol.
Which is why we're skipping the 6 pence in a shoe.
Yeah.
What's that?
For prosperity in your marriage, i.e. no money problems, you're also supposed to wear a 6 pence in your shoe. Put that back and wait. You ain't my mom. Put that back.
Oh, this is my future family.
Everything.
So, what are we starting with? We're starting with old.
My first drink that I got drunk off of. And actually, the first drink I got drunk off of was not a drink so much as a fruit doused in Everclear.
And that's pretty close to my first drink.
Yeah, because
Mine was 151, and it's basically almost the same exact alcohol content, just rum rather than vodka.
I went to a fraternity party. I think it was late my freshman year. There was this jungle juice.
My nose hairs just went bye-bye.
there was this jungle juice, and they had these strawberries in the jungle juice that I thought were amazing. What I didn't know is that those strawberries had been soaked in Everclear for the better part of that week. So everyone who didn't like the strawberries was just throwing them in my glass. So I'm just eating them, and I'm just like, these are great. God. No idea, never been drunk before. About 20 minutes later, my friends find me in the basement of the fraternity, because this is a different fraternity house than ours, and I'm just destroyed eating these strawberries. So they take me to the bathroom because I gotta pee, and they all get me in there. They're all there for some reason. I'm at the urinal, and I'm about to unzip, and I just fall to my knees and just unload strawberry into the urinal. Out my mouth, out my nose. So
Jesus Christ, it's just rubbing alcohol.
Here's the first alcohol I ever got drunk off of.
Yay.
This is our old.
Cool. God. This is a bad idea.
Something old.
Oh, God.
Behold, the 4 acceptable reactions to Everclear.
Holy shit.
Let me breathe for a second.
Oh my God.
Where's our water?
Oh God, it burns so bad.
Joy,
That was
here you go.
so bad of a call.
I told you this is a bad idea.
People.
Oh, it just keeps.
It just keeps coming up, doesn't
It
it?
just keeps burning.
So, I have 2 more shots to finish, because...
Will, don't be a hero, man.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
I've done triples of 151.
Will.
This is
Do
not
you know how
151.
bad I have always wanted
This
to
is
see
lighter than
Will
150.
drunk?
You gonna be okay?
This is lighter than 151.
Yeah.
What is 151?
Apparently, it's a truck that hits you.
70-something%?
This is 94.
Oh, close enough.
Will, you can do one. Do not do both of them. All right?
If I pour them both into one.
No. That's.
Why don't we set those aside?
I'll save them for later.
And
How about
after
that?
the others, if you still want to, they're there.
Okay, what's next?
No,
That is
Something
literally
old.
just an unpleasant experience in a shot
that
glass.
was horrific.
That wasn't that bad.
That
I've had
was
worse.
horrific.
I think I burned the skin off my lips.
You don't need
I think I
them.
burned the skin off the inside of my stomach.
That was awful.
Old something new. Okay, this
Oh,
is
that was awful.
your mixed drink. Oh God.
The gummy bear.
Like,
That
I
never
instantly
clear
feel
away
that in my head. I think I burned a hole in my throat.
Oh, we didn't get 7-Up.
Did we need 7-Up?
Nah, who cares? Close enough.
Well, it's only a splash of 7-Up. Hell,
I
do
got
you
it.
have Mountain Dew? We can make it work with
I
that.
don't have Mountain Dew actually, surprisingly.
I already have a hangover. Will, do you remember week 1 when I said I know it? I know it's there when I feel it at the tip.
Wait, I don't remember this.
It's not just the tip, man. The whole thing is burning.
Is this it?
What?
Am I pouring this?
The
It's
tip.
hard.
A tip
Oh.
you don't have. So we're having a shot of white gummy bear for our something new.
Nobody had heard of it except
Citrusy noob.
introduced it to us at a bar tonight.
I didn't get to have it because I was the designated driver, but it's new to me. Cherry vodka.
We have peach schnapps and
Pineapple juice.
pineapple juice.
There's supposed to be a splash of 7-Up.
Yeah, I just added
lime.
more pineapple juice.
Okay. Of lime.
So
Lime-
7-Up
like a
is
lime
white,
soda.
you know that. Normally it comes out white because they're supposed to be
Well,
clear cherry
yeah, this
vodka.
is not a regular cherry vodka. That's
colored cherry vodka.
You could get a clear cherry vodka.
Yay
and
to
it
something
comes
new.
out white.
Something new.
Someone shoot me. Tastes like